Oak and the fake Ilya and Ronaldo. Flash and Allegro decided to pick up from there with, looting what they wanted to take off the corpse of Conifer and looting the house as well. They kind of searching for any kind of clues. They pressed on back to Adinashire, where within the server's up. I thought you guys were in here.
Oh, sorry, no.
Nope.
Oh, that's my bad. Yeah, I forgot to say I put it up, but yeah. And where was I? Yes, you had just kind of finished up all that, and then you headed to Adinashire to attend the trial of the River Prince, the Prince Adelheid of Adinashire, who was due for their trial within about 3 days of when you were kind of there. You headed back to the trial, wrapped all that up, did the trial of combat and all that, but not before running into the Skyfarer's Lodge, where you met Thalia and Anya, 2 new traveling companions for the time being. You fought together and prevailed in the Ring of Honor, the Court of Honor. You call it the Ring of Honor, it's the Court of Honor. The Court of Honor, where you defeated Adelheid and his hired champions, his assistants, his hired mercenaries that assisted him, and prolonged the River King's life, where he had promised you a reward as well, and you guys were kind of heading off to go claim that reward as we had left off. So yeah, let me actually make myself the proper color so I can look into my hidden zones. I was looking at something doesn't look right here. Something looks not like it's supposed to. But you guys are kind of being led out of the Court of Honor at this point and kind of walking along the streets. You're not really being led there at this point, but if you would like to go to the River King's Court, you could. But theoretically, right now, you are kind of just outside the Court of Honor, free to go wherever you will go. I guess we're going to the Court of the River King then, where you all head into.
Should they
where you're
close the Court of Honor? Like, is it closed off now?
The Court of Honor is.
Like you want to do Adelaide?
Maybe.
It's being cleaned up. Like they're currently kind of cleaning up. Like they're sending crews down to the bottom of the pits to kind of clean bodies out. But they haven't like shut people out yet. No.
But they're sending people to go clean the pit out and recover the bodies.
Correct.
Okay. Then I say we go meet with the king.
Did we not walk with him? Did he wander off?
He wandered off.
Okay.
Told you guys to when you guys were ready to find him in the court, where he would be waiting for you.
Yeah, let's go finish this
As
combat.
good a time as any. Let's go
You
to the
kill
king.
the king or something?
Yes. Let's
kill the
finish
soul.
this.
Just one more.
The only one who can betray the River King now is himself.
And then we
Oh, yeah, look
raise
at
the
that.
bastard.
I say, yeah, let's do this combat. Look at the combat I got ready for you guys. Let's do this one in the court. I'm ready.
I mean, that's
Oh,
a lot
well,
of opportunities for
fireball.
panache. Yeah, he's got fireballs.
Yeah.
I'm
All
ready.
I
That'd
see
be
is
fun.
panache everywhere.
I see panache surrounding me.
I must say those lancers are very impractical.
Not when you're that strong.
Is he swole under there?
Yeah, look at him. He's got like big bulging muscles. Plus, if there's 20 of them, it doesn't matter how practical they are.
Does a little bit.
Ooh, this is high def. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, you all, I assume, head to the Court of the River King and kind of, or once again, go through the many layers of the sort of River King's keep, as it were, the many layered structure to get to the court itself. Where within you are kind of greeted as even more upstanding than you were before. You guys are kind of just local heroes, but after saving the king, you're kind of becoming more of a province-wide. Yeah, so there you go. Province-wide folk sensation where everyone can kind of is starting to kind of hear about the tales of you four. Maybe not specifically you four because it's been a bit of ambiguous, but maybe like about, not as a group, but more as, they've heard of Flash, Allegro, and Unyo and Phalia less because they just got here. But they like you guys have been gathering some sway yourselves. So you guys are known to be with Phalia or with Allegro and Flash. So you are also likewise greeted upon the gates without any issue, brought inside and kind of led through the procession of there's a much smaller procession than the original procession that was here all those days ago when the ooze attacked. It seems people are still a little bit wary about coming back and attending the court, as it were. But there are a few people, and yeah, exactly. And you get you on your proper color there, and then
Thank you.
you are all being pulled inside there, where you kind of are put in front of the king, and he begins to speak, I suppose. You have performed a great but tragic service for me and for Adenishire. My line is broken. Should I die, the River Lords would leap to seize the throne. As such, I shall name a successor before the end of the year, one who will carry on after my death as River King. Whichever one of my bannermen prove worthiest performing the greatest act of good for Alarica shall be the one I select. The guidance of one of the oldest cities and nations is not one that is taken lightly, and strength alone will not guarantee the crown, but it will help in the trials to come. You have all made a monumental start to proving your honor as well as your skill. It is because of that I have a gift for each of you, as well as an offer. Over the next year, I will provide challenges to all of my bannermen, ones that test their ability to perform all that the River King should, as well as test their dedication to the people of Alarica. The first of those challenges has made itself apparent, and I would like to offer you all the chance to form a noble house and be granted the first opportunity to prove your worth as the next River King. Slay the chimera that escaped during the hunt on that fateful day when the cultists attack. It poses a threat to my people, but before you answer, allow me to present you with these rewards for assisting in the trial of the River Prince. For you, Flash, I have this. And one of his servants starts to walk towards you, Flash, with a fist-sized 12-rayed Black Star Sapphire that is sort of just glittering in the light of the room. This is the Eye of the Wise. For you, Flash, as he hands it to you. And the servant kind of begins explaining all the details of what it does, but it is there above your map. And let's see. For you, Allegro, the Necropolis of Pharasma has donated some things that they had located tied to another outsider god. One I have been told is meaningful to you. 2 artifacts of this particular god being Desna, were found. And I can think of no other worthy to wield them than you. More worthy to wield them than you. Here you are. As he hands you 2 things. One is a gauntlet-like device with depicting scenes of very abstract concepts. It's very decorative kind of gauntlet that has iconography of Desna, butterflies, and all sorts of other kind of swirling purplish colors that kind of represent the dream weave, as it were, as well as iconography of the butterflies and of other religious symbols associated with Desna. You also, where'd the other one go? There was another one. Where'd it go? That's a good question. Oh, did you check the other one?
No. I thought it was this, but no.
There were two, but now there's only one. Where'd the other one go? They were like on top of each other, but now like it's just one card. I'm very confused. Oh, there it is. Oh, look, magic. And also a small tiny box with a little bit of fragments of religious scripture of Desna. A little leather cord that you can tie it just above your brow. And for you, I admit I have had less time knowing the two of you, but you also deserve a reward. Though, here, for you, Phalia, a mask that has been in our treasury for some time. It holds some magical power and will allow you to gain influence a little bit better. Or help you in battle if your opponents are prone to fear. And you, Hanyo, you are a hardy companion indeed, and for that I wish to enhance your hardiness. So here, take this ring. In the cold of Adinashire and the farther north, it can be a great boon. And besides that,
A warm ring.
a ring of
Nice.
greater cold resistance, which gives you 10 cold resistance, which is a lot.
Sweet.
And he kind of looks at you all. With these tokens to prove your service, I once again would like to know your respective answers. It is your choice in the end, if you wish to form the house, if not. And whichever one of you would like to compete for if you would like to, would be up to you to decide who would be your successor. But one house for all of you is the best I can do. If you would like it. And if any of you do not want to be a part of the house, that is also an option.
This is a great honor. Will you give us a chance to confer with each other?
Yes, take all the time you need. I have no other business to attend to. Talk amongst yourselves. I shall be here, but I shall be... Well, my servant shall fetch me wine. As he sends off his servant. I will be here, not paying much attention to you as you talk. Do not fear. As I actually walk away, so he doesn't hear anything, because I'm going to walk away and refill my wine glass. With hopefully more cold wine, but it's probably not cold yet.
Drop my ring.
That's resistance to cold. That doesn't help.
It's gonna keep him safe. Don't want him to like parch his throat or something.
I think he wants the cold wine.
I can no longer sense cold whenever I drink a beer. It's like a warm beer.
Oh no.
It's got this fucking ring. What do we do?
So, what do we do?
We can take the
Well-
honor. It can help having some connections and being nobles of a land, especially if we want to pursue going into Hyboria. It can help.
Oh, well, I'm watching you, Flash. I'm kind of ambivalent. You're the mortals here. You care about this play. Do you want titles?
I don't care much about the title or the honor, but I can take it. It will help.
But would you be willing if we form this house and you lead it and we win this honor, would you assume the throne?
I don't think I would. I would find another. Maybe the child he spoke of.
The servant returns, bearing a large flagon of kind of looking like a really expensive but kind of decorated in a northern style wine bottle. He pours it a glass for the River King, hands them to you, and then he turns to you, and the River King says, "Would any of you like some while you deliberate?"
Oh, yep. I will
Absolutely.
store right up there.
The servant kind of walks forward, pours each of you a glass, and hands them out. Except for you, Allegro, I guess, denies.
No, Allegro takes it.
Okay. There you go. Hands it to all of you.
Sweet.
Yes. Take your time.
Wait, how long does it
I
take to
shall
get
be
into
here.
invested?
Just an action. Just an action. Interact
You
action.
know what? Allegro is going to put on the circlet, and then he's going to ask Desna for guidance using the augury spell.
Yeah, so the next 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yes, for guidance about a particular course action of the next 30 minutes. Like, you'll see the results that happen in the next 30. It gives you a vague
dang.
answer. Yeah.
Dang. All right, never mind.
There you go. You can see what happens in the next 30 minutes if you take it, though. Like, well, see if
Was
it's
the
good
king
or bad.
poisoned?
It's more of a course of action. It'd be like, what happens if I poison the king? What would happen in the next 30 minutes?
What happens if I go and fight this chimera?
What happens if
You get there in 30 minutes.
punch the king real hard? Yeah, deliberate on that.
Yeah, you asshole, and does know what would happen.
Yeah. Ask Butterfly Girl what happens if I.
It
punch
starts
her
with a T and ends with a K.
Goes on
Hmm.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unknown invents TikTok?
Indeed.
Hyborian spyware.
Allegra, I would support you. It would definitely not be wise for myself to take it for many reasons. My heritage and my goblin's typical short lifespan.
And, yeah. I guess the Allegro will just kind of step forward with his wine and say, Constantine, I will accept your offer.
He nods. Very good. You do not have to make the decisions now, but a family name and a banner will need to be submitted before the finalization can be taking place. You will be granted lands and titles appropriate with your new station, alongside your villa. Currently, there are no free keeps, but we shall have one constructed for your new house. There are some responsibilities when it comes to being one of my bannermen. You are adherent to the laws of our nation, and you must always put her well-being above any other personal goal. But besides that, there are some other stipulations that your servants will go over with to tell you about, but besides that, you should, already from how I know you, naturally fit in. So he kind of raises his glass. Once you have decided on the finalization of the banner and the family name you wish to instill, return. We will get the process going, and a great feast will be held to christen your joining of Alerica.
Allegro will just raise his
now.
glass.
We drink and we celebrate the victory as he raises his glass up to you all for Adinashire as he sips away.
Allegro drinks as well.
That's a great acting, Noog. That's dedication.
Indeed. Roleplay. Now, you accept the task as well, I wonder, because not all of my bannermen have to compete for the crown. You can simply accept your lot in life, if you will. But If you would like to, the challenge is there. My scouts have not been able to pinpoint the location of the beast, but we have a general idea of where it might be.
Killing this beast is in the interest of the kingdom, so of course we will accept.
It will not be easy to kill. I sent regiments of the Ravacious Bears and the Golden Hand after 3 of these beasts. They were able to slay 2. They lost heavy numbers, and they both proved unsatisfactory. But now that my banner knights have arrived, as he kind of points to the 8 soldiers guarding him with the heavy lances and big, very, very, very fancy-looking metal armor, and he just begins to talk. I believe their services are no longer required.
Oof. That's a bad breakup.
They prove themselves, despite the fancy name of the knights and the fancy armor of the Golden Hand, were still lacking when it came to the task. It was a shame. I had hopes for them.
I know.
If you wish to accept
uh,
the... Yes, Anyo.
It's, I know that you clipped by one color, so obviously the background was white. So thematically, these are like huge needles because they're like slightly bent at the top. Look at that. That's terrifying. No, I'm just.
The Chimera is not far from here. I will mark the last location we have seen tracks, and if you do not have an experienced tracker with you, I would recommend hiring one. As my scouts have been unable to locate the beast lair, as it is able to fly, it has eluded us. Seems the tracks kind of break off at a point in a direction and then go somewhere. But I reckon its nest is somewhere in Alerica. If you have any
Okay.
more information, I am here to dispense it, but besides that, both about the Chimera and about your new position. But there's time for both of these there's time for the nobility conversation later, as you have to come back anyways to finalize all of that. But then, if there is nothing else you need, if there's nothing else you need, you can find your way out. If there is something, I am here.
Yeah, I'll approach either I guess I'll motion towards the servant to his left and kind of hold out like a small piece of paper and gesture to kind of hand it to him to give to the king.
The River King kind of notions the advisor to kind of walk forward, and the advisor kind of huffs. And then under his breath, very minor, like almost not noticeable. But then he kind of walks over to you and takes the note, walks it back over. What does the note say as the River King kind of unfolds it?
It's I sent it through Steam.
Oh.
You can react out loud. It's not meant to be super secret.
Then you can read it if you like. There's no reason you don't. It is in your writing.
Yeah, fair enough. Just so you get for player knowledge, I said I wrote down. Could you do me one solid if you come back from this hunt? Could I get an unlimited tab at whichever tavern you think's most fun in Denishire? The tax money I'll hopefully be bringing in, it'll pay for itself.
He laughs at the remark.
Party.
I have one better for you. He motions to his advisor. Once again, the advisor kind of sighs and like walks away, going back up into the top bat. Eventually, a few minutes later, I have something that might serve a bit better and a little bit less obtrusive to the economy. As he comes back, he hands you a flagon.
All right.
Drink from this. How about now? Is a good time.
I've already had a glass of wine. Let's go.
As you take a sip, you fill your mouth filling and full of the tastes like a type of ale. As you kind of fills your mouth and you drink it, and as you kind of pull the glass down and look at the cup, it is still at the very top of the brim full.
Hell yes. It's BYOB. All right.
Indeed.
I'll I'll give him a little curtsy.
And Constantine,
And-
one more thing.
Hmm?
Your son had a halfling in his as one of his servants, and he was one of the ones that he brought us to you to tell you of your son's crimes, and then he disappeared for the trial. Please, if you could, send people to look out for him and see if they can find him or any word of him.
My men and my agents have been looking for him. Ever since he reported that crime, and it seems he has not made an appearance anywhere as far as the town is concerned. I worry that my son may have dealt with him. But I have no way of knowing. But at the end of the day, if it did happen that way, the guilty party was punished. He says solemnly and kind of looking down in his glass. But if you wish to look for him, I will not stop you. But I will not spend any more resources dredging up this dark memory.
Understood.
He nods. Has the advisor fill him another glass of wine and continues to drink.
Liger's ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good Cairo.
Let's go hire a tracker. Or Ilias.
What was the drink cup called? It's not a cup or a mug, right? Like it has a
It's a flagon.
flagon. I gotta go look at that.
Yeah. We have one.
The actual name is, I can't remember the exact name. It's like flagon of there is an item. There's an actual item for it, but for the purpose of this, it's such a minor item. It is literally a never-ending flagon of ale.
I
It
just don't know what a
you
flagon
drink
looks like.
Oh, it looks like a big mug that is longer and has a top cover that can cover it and keep it fresh over a long period of time.
Okay.
Very dwarven-esque. Have you ever seen a dwarven kind of mug? What are those things? They're not called mugs. They're called
Flagons.
no, without the lid. The flagon has the lid, but then there's something without a lid that has another name that is a longer mug. And I forgot what it's called, but it's one of those with a lid.
It's a stein.
Stein.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the, I can't remember which is which, but the stein either has the cover or doesn't, and the flagon, one of the two has it, one of the two doesn't. But they're basically the same shape. One has a lid, one doesn't.
I think the flagon's lidless because I've heard pass me a flagon of ale more than I've heard pass me the stein.
Yeah, maybe it is that way.
So what's
Then
the
it'd be a stein then. It'd be whichever one has a lid.
Yeah, it's a stein. A flagon's really more like a wineskin, like a generally.
It's a cylinder that disgorges liquid. There you go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
Good,
I
Anya.
see. The Stein gives a good visual image. That's pretty dope.
Stein's.
I
closer.
look, I don't know what I need to go. I was just curious if I could throw that in a bag or something, or if it would like get everything wet. If it,
Yeah, the stein has a lid, so you're good. You can like cover it and like put it in your bag. It is a stein. Yeah. That is the most accurate description.
I'll turn to the party. Now, if y'all don't mind, I do want to drop this off back at the palace place. Yeah, I don't want to be carrying this around with me. I don't trust myself with it. Perhaps for celebrations when we return.
Yeah, I would like to rest a bit before we head out, and maybe Ilna can help us track this chimera down.
Ooh,
It's worse.
Do we even know if it's a good tracker?
he's a ranger.
Probably then.
It's worth asking.
Yeah.
And if he's not up to it, we could always find another. I wouldn't want to put him in danger if he's still in a weakened state.
Are any of you training? Are any of you good trackers?
No.
By chance, in case we can't.
You know my answer.
Yeah. You chase botflies instead of. What is it, chimera? I keep thinking cockatrice, and that's like a chicken thing.
That was the
chased
thing in the other campaign that we found.
What, cockatrice?
Yeah, that's what that alchemist was looking for to cure the. What was it? The Scarlet Plague? No, it was some sort of plague. Which plague? It was a specific plague, but it had
That's
something
from,
to do with
8
something.
sessions ago. How do you
Yeah.
remember that? Like so.
I remember
wrong.
everything about our
I
sessions.
mean, I also remember that
random moments.
He had a hair regrowth potion in there as well.
Oh, the
Did.
halfling.
If it's an invention, Peachtree should definitely look into selling that because that could be an interesting thing to produce for the world.
Like how Peachtree is slowly becoming like a swindler, like a Willy Wonka.
Charlatan.
Yeah.
Regardless, are we all good to head back to the l'immersion?
Yes.
Yes.
He's due
Alright.
for.
You can move yourselves to the Les Manchons if you were heading back there.
We
I like how Ilya still named a solid green statue. Hang on, let me take him out of that.
Oh yeah, shit. We kind of need to clean up the basement.
Which room did you guys? You didn't give him the bishop's room. You gave him
I
this
gave him-
room, right?
yeah.
Yeah. He's in there sleeping. You all arrive back at your estate. It is how you left it. The smell of moldy ale that has been just stuck to the bottom of the ground is filling this place, and it's coming from the cellar.
It's only been a day, right? This shit
Yes.
spoils quick.
climb the
Yes.
tree to try to see if it's any nicer
On
up
the
there.
ground, it does. What's that? You climb the tree to see what?
Just to see if the air is fresher up there.
It is a little bit,
I wait-
but
I
the
wait
air is.
for-
But like the funny part about this is this open courtyard area is acting like a vent, so all of the smell is going through the courtyard here and rising up out of this. So the smell passes you. It's not as intense here though, but it is passing you.
Wow. Angrily storm down and just begin using prestidigitation to clean up the entire area and get rid of the smell and any smoked ale.
You do that, and over like the next, it takes a while getting every little fucking stuck up drop, but you do, and eventually clear up the ale spill. I'm pretty sure you know how this was caused. I can't remember exactly if you actually saw it, but I know you heard it happen.
Yeah, because it chewed me out for it afterwards.
That's right. Yeah, you clean up the ale. It's about 5 or 10 minutes pass. The rest of you are kind of just encompassing. You see Faley kind of get up in a tree, kind of trying to avoid the smell. But the smell, as Flash clears the goo away, eventually gets a lot better. The magical effects are able to actually act like as Febreze almost. They can make smells. They can make it smell better too over the area. So it helps a lot. Clean tavern or cellar floor, and less
I
smelly.
want to attempt something because I just got a Grievous rune put on this weapon. We were talking about it before, and Onio was if he strikes the ground, will the ground be pushed back so far for a impromptu burrow speed?
You could, if
I
you
wanna
would like to
smash the
swing
ground.
at the ground,
I
you
want to see what
could
happens.
make an attack against the ground.
Yay! Maybe I should eat onion first.
Inside of our house.
What's the worst that's gonna happen?
What's
the-
the worst that could happen?
I
The
want
worst that's
Connor
gonna happen
back.
is I find like a secret underground bit. That's not a bad thing.
I want the guy who's lined with the tree Nazis back.
Well,
What are you doing,
Allegra,
Anya?
I'm trying to find my stats. I had Mothboy open on Pathfinder. There we go. Right, let's
You
roll.
all just see Anya. Yeah, there you go. You see Anya just kind of like holding his great shovel up in the air and like bringing it down with substantial force. Go no damage.
Sheesh. Does that crit? Do I crit the ground? What's the ground's AC?
You can just roll damage.
Okay. D10.
The ground is immune to critical hits.
Oh,
Whoa!
that's a
Whoa.
cool stat. That's
'Cause where are you going to critically hit the ground?
In the sweet spot.
yeah.
As you leave a
on the edge of
large
a tectonic
impact
plate.
crater, kind of. Do I have the crater decal here? Hang on.
Which
yeah, I
way
do.
are you digging, by the way?
Down.
Oh, straight down.
Just
You
smack
smash
it
into the ground right there, leaving like a big up shovel of dirt and other nonsense. You don't seem to dig very far, but you do imprint into the ground like a foot, maybe, as the dirt's scattered everywhere.
Makes sense. If I can't crit the ground, I won't get the critical specialization to knock it back real good. That
Get
makes
your
sense.
anger out.
You could dig it with your shovel. You have a shovel, but like that would be slow.
Yeah, at
That
that
wouldn't
point.
give you a burrow speed.
Yeah.
Burrow speed's something.
I'll have to find an enchanter to enchant my shovel. I
But
need to
Flash,
enchant my
you
shovel.
actually hear this from the down. You hear just a loud boom noise. It actually kind of sends a small shockwave across the building, and you kind of hear a door open down the hall. What was that? Are we under attack? As he kind of comes out.
In like a bathrobe.
I ask myself that question every morning.
Ilya kind of comes out too at the same time. Is everything all right? I heard a disturbance. I do not know. And who is this? He wandered in the house and says he belongs to you folks, but I don't know. I never seen him before, but I didn't want to question it. I am a guest here after all.
Yes, Elijah, he is with us. He was Linea's protector.
Oh, and where is that old rascal?
She was taken to Hyboria.
Huh?
She was taken.
No, I heard you, but that's some news.
I'll slide down. This sounds
Yes,
interesting.
and I executed Kana for her because he assisted in her capture.
He walks over to you as you say that. Allegro, that's not the man I know. He puts his hand on your shoulder. Is everything all right?
No, it's not
Up
all
there.
right. Our companion betrayed us to the conclave who took our friend. It is far
Betrayal.
from all right. And this
He
one is
just-
destroying everything.
Allegra's gonna turn to Elijah and be like, I tried. He was irredeemable.
He sits down, mutters a small prayer. Allegro, I trust you did this for not without heavy consideration. But you must be careful. It gets easier and easier to kill the more you do. Don't let it become a part of you. Don't let it define you, my good friend.
Is this a bad time to mention we just came back from a battle where we killed a couple people? I didn't do it.
I heard about that. I didn't, I was busy studying, didn't catch the fight myself, but from what I understand, it was the politically and morally right move. I believe if you would have let the prince take control, it would have led to war. And nobody wants war, now do they?
And we wouldn't be safe here, and you likely would not be safe, and your studies couldn't continue.
That's probably true. I trust you did what you had to, but if you ever need to talk, any of you, this extends to all of you. If you ever need to talk, I am here. I can provide what insight I have into the spiritual matters, but I just worry about all of you. From what I heard originally, it started with soul stealing and all sorts of other unfortunate circumstances.
Allegra's
I
gonna,
don't want to see you all bound to that path forever.
Allegra's gonna take off his helmet and kind of show the new,
Oh, damn.
what'd he get?
Are you wearing the gauntlet as well?
What's that?
Are you wearing the gauntlet as well?
It's actually not a gauntlet. It is a
I thought it
cassock.
was a gauntlet.
It's a cassock, and it is a phylactery, which is a circlet. So he's got a little crown. He's got a little tiara. But it's a circlet, but it's also like kind of a shock collar, which is funny because it will.
is a cassock. You're right.
Yeah. Well, the cassock's the clothing, but then the phylactery is, it warns you of potential transgressions against your goddess. So he's gonna be like, the king has given me this for our aid, so Desna will always have a hand in directing us. I will know her will.
That
Nifty.
is interesting. I'm glad, and I think it is appropriate that these things found their ways to you. I heard about their discovery. It wasn't too long ago, actually. They were uncovered by the sort of. Oh yeah, you guys used to have it. That's the point.
Hey, Holly, by the way, who is this?
But he hasn't really addressed you yet, so that's fair. But still, yeah, he hadn't met you guys yet.
To be
But
fair, we still didn't even know Ilya's name, because if he said it, we would have been like, "Oh, Dad knows you. That's weird. Where's he?" We don't know his name either.
But yeah, I'm glad. Oh, right. These relics were discovered not too long ago by the necropolis of Pharasma. They are often looking into outer gods' artifacts that appear in our realm. They try to track them down best they can, hoping that they have something to do with Pharasma. But this case, they were tied to Desna. I'm glad they made their way to you. Maybe she sent them to you.
As am I.
Or maybe it was just coincidence. But I, as a man of the faith myself, I find trouble believing in coincidences.
I'd like to think that they found their way to me. And I may even need your help. I want to expand on my religious knowledge.
I believe there is much for you to learn, but I believe likewise I can learn a lot from you, Allegro. I know not much about this Desna, but her powers are very clearly real, and so are all of the outsider gods. I believe, in absence of the three, our people could use some divine intervention. Until we find a way, that is, to restore the three, which I firmly believe that is possible.
They will also just say, "Oh, Elijah, by the way, while we have lost 2 of our party, we also have gained these 2. This is Phalia," pointing to Phalia, obviously, and then this is Anyo. Phalia and Anyo, this is Elijah. He is a man of the 3, and he is studying to learn of the origins or their disappearance.
Oh,
Greetings, Phalia. That is an interesting dress, as well as you, Anyo. I respect an armored man. I met many champions in my lifetime and paladins of the order. Armor can be a good defense against the outside world, but does it really protect from what comes within?
when it says paladin, he's gonna go, "Ha!" On you, paladin. Yeah.
And you, Phalia, you're awfully quiet.
I don't suppose you know what I am.
Hmm? What is that? As he begins to mutter an arcane incantation or divine incantation, a glow appears in his hand, and he kind of swipes it over you.
I'll stand there.
Allegro, can I speak with you privately, perhaps in my room?
I know what you are going to say. I am aware. These 2 are children of a demon.
That's very dangerous, you know. Carvagor, he worked his way into the realm the very same way, starting with small servants that seemed trustworthy at first, but ultimately led to the realm war that cost us our gods.
If it makes it feel any better, I'm a huge disappointment to Mom, and I hate our parents' guts.
Oh,
He looks at you warily. I'm sorry, Allegro. I cannot talk to these people. Everything that I've learned about the outsiders would forbid it. If I even cohort with these types,
I spit on the
I could
ground.
be damned.
I do the same thing, but it just smacks the inside of the helmet. Just keep walking.
I'll put my cup
I'm
away.
afraid it'd be best if I find other lodging, Allegro. I'll work it out. Maybe I'll work at the Church of the Three, if I can find one. Only one I know of in town that is a religious organization is the Necropolis, but maybe some people still worship the old faith. But I believe my time here in your establishment, and while I appreciate all you've done, it's best if I find my own accommodations.
I understand. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I believe that they will aid us in our journeys, but if they prove dangerous,
It's
then
not a personal issue, understand.
of course,
It's with my doctrine.
of course.
Do specifically his tenets specifically say cohorting with otherworldly folk, specifically of the nine hells, is strictly forbidden. As a member of the Church of the Three, Du being my primary god, I just can't go against that. I'm sorry. I hope you understand.
Of course. I hope you would still accept my aid if I am able to help you in your studies or your rituals. If we can
Yes,
work that
and
out.
if they have to come, I understand. If they're your allies, just understand that I, myself, must distance myself from those two.
Of course. And know that if there is any evil, at least they are around Flash and I, and we can take care of them.
Be careful, Allegro. I have no default persecution of the type, but I do recommend caution when dealing with ilk from the nine hells. That sort of thing is dangerous, is all I'm saying.
Desna inspires me to give everyone a chance, and I think that's only fair that I do that for them.
What was that? I'm crying.
I suppose that is true. But given our past in Agrabah, we're not so trusting of every type.
Do I hear
Specifically the
that?
demons and the devils of the world. They've done us wrong in the past. You might not find many of the same sentiment as Desna and of your kind here, is all I'm saying.
Of course.
Be careful about their origins.
Allow
Don't go
me-
flaunting it.
Allow me to help you out. I'm sorry that you have to leave, and then you'd like to hand him 1 platinum. Like, that's not much, but hopefully it helps you find lodging and
That is
and
more
food.
than enough, Allegro. I appreciate your help. And like I said, Flash, while I cannot communicate with those other two, given their unholy origins, if you ever need to talk about anything, I will make it known where you can find me. But for now,
Thank you.
goodbye. I will work today to find my way in this town. I wish you all the best. And I hope to hear great things from your stories, even them.
I
And
hope
if
you
we
do as
can
well.
restore the three one day, perhaps we can convince Du in person, as it was in the age of the living gods where you could just simply communicate with your god directly, as it were a king. We could convince him, maybe, to reconsider his stance. But as it is now, he is as still as a statue. Quite literally.
I look forward to that day.
He nods. I do as well, Allegro. And Flash, I know not much of your troubles yet, but I wish you the best of luck in them. And your stranger here, your traveler, Ilya, I believe his name. Yes, that is me. As you kind of see him kind of reclining in the corner of this room over here, just kind of back. I know not much of your path either, but I hope that you walk in the light of the three as he exits and heads along his way. Yeah, I haven't put much faith in the three. They haven't done much for me yet lately, or ever, as far as I can recall.
Same.
But a nice sentiment. At any rate, I guess I'm gonna go back to bed since nothing
Before you go,
immediate. Yeah,
how are
what's
you
up?
feeling any better? We have been tasked by the king, or we accepted a quest from the king to hunt down a chimera. It would be very dangerous, but we need a tracker, and you're the only one I know of.
I can travel, but my combat skills aren't as they should be. But my brain's all there. I can track and I can tell you where to go.
We all
But-
need guidance.
Yes, that's all I can provide. combat is not going to be much of a thing I can do for a while, but I will be right there assisting you in whatever plans you have to get Ilya back or Linya back.
Get myself back. That's a great Freudian slip.
Yes. I can lead you somewhere and track Beast for you if you'd like. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
I appreciate any help that you can provide, and I wish you
think
a
I'll
restful sleep.
I'll grab something to eat, but then I'll head to bed. As he kind of heads into
Cornflakes.
the kitchen area. Yes, we really need to do something about our supply
champion's dinner.
situation. Fair, maybe not. Maybe that is intentional. Oh, there's another Ilya in
double
here.
Ilya.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ilya kind of heads into the kitchen, phasing out his other NPC who was occupying this space. As he kind of heads in, had some cornflakes. You all really do need some meat. He grabs some dry bowl of cornflakes, sits at the table, and begins to eat.
It's the most depressing thing I've heard all day.
We're bannermen and we have cornflakes. We're gonna get a mansion. It's still only gonna have cornflakes.
We just don't like shopping. We need a servant.
If only that halfling was alive, he could go get us meat.
He munches on his cornflakes. Silently munching, which is slightly less silent because of the munching.
Is it getting later in the day? Is it still light out?
At this point, you guys. This would be in the archive, be helpful, but I'm not gonna look back every second. But at this point, it's late afternoon or mid-afternoon. It seems he has slept in for the day, and he's definitely kind of just waking up. It's like 2 or 3 o'clock probably. No clock tower in this town tell you the exact time, unfortunately, but it's probably 2 or 3 o'clock ish.
I mean, we could just go buy some groceries.
What a great side quest. Allegro goes shopping. Session 24.
Alright, fine. You only get cornflakes. You get onion flakes.
I want onions.
Onions and cornflakes. He put onions on the cornflakes. As Ilya kind of looks around the table.
Eat, like onions into my food. They could make the key go like full rage.
It's like a poison to you. Well, while you're wearing the helmet and attuned to it. I assume you choose when you're, using the helmet. But it's most of the time. If you're invested in it, yeah, there you go. Well, I'd say for the effect to activate, you'd have to be wearing the helmet because we specifically said you have to eat the onions through the helmet. So you'd have to like push it through the visor and like eat it through the helmet, which makes it even more grueling because you have to do it strand by strand.
Oof.
On your Elijah has left. There's a free bed now if you want it. It's in the back left. I know you took the time to making your bed, but it is all moldy down there now. Okay.
Ilya kind of looks up from his cornflakes and just looks at you. I'm afraid we haven't been too closely introduced, dwarf. He puts his hand out. I'm Ilya.
I want to make use of my feet. I want to leap on the table. One action. I'll walk up the table with my hand outstretched. I'm on you.
He takes it and shakes it. Undio.
Little
Where
bow.
are you from, Undio? It's an interesting name. It doesn't sound dwarvish to me.
On your business.
He laughs to himself. I want to steal that joke. Who thought of it? I don't know. There's a clever way to say, this?
This. I'm not familiar.
That's gonna baffle him. I'm gonna play
D's nuts.
Just gonna stunt it for a second. How many layers down is this?
A few.
A few planes down.
There you go.
Down where?
I don't.
Under Avernus?
Yeah,
Ah,
I think it's a third one.
I know a little bit about the Hells, mostly the first layer, the one that concerns us mortals the most. But, interesting choice of company, champion. As he looks to you, Allegro.
Yes, I always seem to find myself in interesting company these days.
I haven't found myself in much company these days, so any is better than none, I suppose.
Wow, rude.
Do you have anything to drink here? Alcoholic, preferably?
My Irene is on the table over here, by the way.
Your what?
I literally have no idea what that thing's called. My infinite
Flagon.
Stein.
Ah,
Stein
yeah.
flagon.
Myrene. You didn't know if you pulled a word out your ass. Go get Myrene off the table.
I'll say, what the fuck is that?
It's the disc version.
Yes, yes.
It's just Fireball.
Oh god, oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting.
That's why it's hell, okay?
Yeah, that's true. Luckily, it's not from hell. It's from here, so it's not Fireball. You get away from me with
one
your
isn't.
disgusting, endless fucking. No, Fireball should not exist. Nevertheless, be like endless. It's disgusting. Anyways, it's like
It's absinthe, but they call it fireball.
what's in that flagon over there? Oh, that. What do they call them? Steins.
I believe it just fills itself up with ale. We also have ale
That'll
in the
do.
cellar. Okay.
He takes the flagon or the fucking the
That was
cup
given
of
to
endless
Phalia.
ale.
I don't know if she will want you to take it, but
The
It's
cup of
endless, right?
yes. But
What
you know,
difference does it make?
germs.
What the fuck's a germ?
Good point.
What's the ch-
He starts drinking and like trying to get back.
So earnest. Did he say his name? Have you ever said I'm Ilya of the
He's Ilya.
Silver Towers or whatever?
He introduced himself. He's like, "I'm Ilya," and he shook your hand. That's all I told you is he's Ilya.
Oh, okay. I would have drawn a blank, and then he would have just gone, "Oh shit," and turned around and gone,
He's like glug, 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 glug. He's not stopping. It's like a full like glug, 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 glug,
There you
Go,
go.
go,
Did
glug.
you know a
He
dwarf?
slams it down and he takes a deep breath.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
that's better.
Did you
What
know
are
a
you saying to
dwarf
me, dwarf?
called Book Strong Fuck, what's it called? Cast that.
What are you saying to me?
Did you know a guy, a dwarf called Uchtron Castak?
Let me think. I believe some time ago I ran into a smith by the name, forged some weapons for me. I believe this blade, as he kind of holds it out. Yes. How bears his
Ooh.
mark? Is this familiar? He holds it up to you, and you see the very familiar symbol of your father that is kind of emblazoned on all of his works.
It's an onion. No,
It's on your helmet.
is it like a striking sword? Is that something special? Is
Got
it
some
got like
enchantments.
runes on
You're
it?
not sure. It's got runes.
Oh, okay.
It definitely has potency and striking to a level. But it has some other enchantments you're not quite familiar with. It has served me well.
Sweet. Vorpal blade. Oh, I hope.
Okay, do you know where he was headed?
Last I met him was many years ago when Linya was but an infant. I broke my normal rule. Heading into civilization for a little bit, I headed into, I believe it was Belreach at the time, to get some better equipment to help me survive in the wilds. I took the easy path, and for it I was punished. The Conclave quickly caught on to my trail after that. Not long After that, a few years of hiding from there, 8 years, I believe, is when they found me and finally caught up with me. All because of a simple transaction I made in town. Led me to not trust civilization, but it seems in this situation I have nothing left to fear. Linia is already captured. I've already failed my promise. Takes a swallow and then takes the flagon again, or the whatever the fuck you want to call it again, and just starts pushes it back down, glug glug glug, slams it down again.
It's going
That's rough, buddy.
best condolence.
Yes.
When I said
To answer your
Belry,
question, I do not know the man well. He simply forged my weapons a few times. In Belridge is where I met him.
yeah.
How long ago? You said some years?
Let's see. How old's Linnea?
Oh gosh.
19, you said?
19, yeah.
16 years ago, more but less. Maybe 17, maybe 18. And Linnea was still a infant at the time when I got the weapons forged.
That sucks. He's gonna sigh. Thought he had a lead.
I'm sorry if this did not enlighten you.
He'll hold out his hand to take the flagon.
And he passes it over.
I want to take the helm off. Yeah. Have a
So,
big drink.
Allegro tells me we have a beast to track.
Yes, a mighty chimera.
That should prove a worthy hunt. It's been some time since I've been on the hunt, even if I can't participate in the fun part. It'd be nice to be in the wilderness again. I'm ready to set off whenever you are.
Do you have any experience with chimera? Any knowledge that you can provide for us?
Nope. But I
Okay.
have tracked animals
Got
and
it.
flying ones.
Wow, he's so useful.
Well, then I think I'm going to get a full night's rest before we head off.
Good idea. I think I'll find a tavern in town. Spend what little coins are on my person. As he heads out. Where are you, Phalia?
Whoa.
I am going on a walk. She
Okay.
doesn't do well with rejection. It's that interaction with Elijah kind of hit her in an emotional spot from a time long ago.
Hmm.
So she's around. She's near the house, just kind of walking around, getting fresh air, being
Okay.
anywhere but inside with near that dude.
Yeah, you're walking around the town. You're kind of seeing the early evening setup of the city of Adinashire. You see young folk going about their business, trying to get to taverns, trying to kind of right at the end of the workday, essentially, trying to get off and kind of go and join their merriment time they have in the city. It is kind of a jovial time. It is easy to get swept away in the quote-unquote party.
Yeah, she'll probably start following some people to a nearby tavern.
There you go.
Actually, yeah, I think before the night is up, Allegra will go shopping and get some meat and stuff. It's gonna be a big day today, big day tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe get some onions.
But you,
Well, if we're fighting a beastie,
I mean,
good to have.
if Anyo asked him, he'd be like, "But don't you gag every time you have them? It seems like you hate them."
I think I said before the king fight, they give a little boost.
Okay. Well then, yes.
So-
So I will certainly get you onions. Anything that can aid us in this battle.
Sweet. Let's see if we can actually use it this time. Woo. Onion
Might
height.
need to.
Ooh. Alright then. Bring 3.
3 onions. Got it. Milk for cornflakes.
I will say, Chimera Hunt. This is a GM thing. I wouldn't feel right about doing it otherwise. It is stronger than each of you individually. It is a higher level than your party would normally be able to fight. If you want to do it, you can. but it's going to be a challenge, and it might be a challenge. It's quote unquote balanced to how you guys are strong for your level party. You really are, and you can
Yeah,
be
you
even
said that
stronger.
other one was supposed to be a severe challenge, and no one got hit in the trial by combat.
by XP rates and by like the official rules. It was, which makes me leads me to believe we're doing something about the rules wrong. But that's okay.
Well,
I'm
no,
okay with
I
it. We're
think
having
the
fun.
thing is that we have 2,000 platinum.
That's true. I have a lot of money. That helps a lot. But yeah. So like on top of that, it's not it's not insane. It really isn't. Like I've looked at it. You could do it. You definitely could do it. You definitely could do it. But it won't be necessarily easy. But I like to give warnings if anything's like CRY. Like the rules say it would be hard. It might not be hard for you guys, but the rules say it would be. So I feel like
I think it'll be very tough. But like for example, on Pathfinder, all of my items are listed as 8th level weapons. So, and then I have I have 11th level armor. So
you're
granted,
a well-geared level 6 party.
my
so
stats are not
yeah,
level
totally
8.
work.
So my health is not level 8.
So again, Pathfinder has very meticulous math. Like
Oh, we might also want to all get resilience runes tomorrow.
I, don't forget, have and can give you, Allegro, a bunch of Drake blood. I think I bought 3. I can give us +5 AC.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't use them in that fight because there was 2 sorcerers and it fucks with your reflex save. So it's nice to know what we're fighting before you lug them down.
The thing is, will we need reflex save against the Chimera?
Exactly, I don't know. Maybe it's got like a breath attack.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
so. But maybe we should stop by at Drake's and pick up some alchemist potions. Onio's quite witchery. He likes to buff himself, so we'd probably want to stop there anyway.
You gave us a warning about fighting an overlevel creature, but you're playing Witcher music in the background. We have to go. There's no option.
This is just the prep. This is like the pre-monster.
exactly.
This
Be
is
prepared.
Yeah, see?
pull a Witcher.
Like that. I worry. I worry about you all.
This is
I
the
worry
litmus
about your
test.
lives. But this. Garahan had like excellent planning and like he wasn't people. You guys like joke a lot that he was a god. He was a high level sorcerer in his realm. A god would be at an entirely different level fight level, like a true god.
Yeah.
But this is probably harder than anything you've ever faced before.
Yeah, let's do it.
We need onions. We need onions.
just need
But-
onions.
You're stronger than you've ever been before.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I think we should go get striking runes before we do this.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
definitely need a striking rune. We need resilience runes and striking runes.
Striking
Let's go spend all our cash.
Let's spend some of our money.
Let's spend all our money. let's get
spend all our
let's get
money
potency
because,
2 and striking 2.
Yeah, because Onio will say this: if you need cash, we're great gladiators. Spend all your money.
Court of Honor doesn't do like bet fights, but
Other places
there
do.
are arenas that do. Yeah.
Bar fights on Phalia.
Oh, bar fight, yeah. I could play Gwent.
She is definitely getting into
Yeah.
one right now.
That'd be like earn income level of money though. That wouldn't be like adventure level of money, making like 1,000 platinum or anything like that. You'd make like a earn income level of stuff essentially,
So
comparable to a wage.
Is there anything, any items that are similar to like a striking rune for live spell casting? I mean, is there anything that gives me a bonus to
Heightened levels.
magical attack?
There's stuff like the Ring of Wizardry and other magical items per se, and you could find quote unquote magical items that aren't marked with rare in shops. So if you're using Path Builder or like an item list that you have anywhere of like items from Pathfinder that are quote unquote common items, you could find those relatively easily. But besides that, not really. There's like runes for your armor that make you do some stuff, but not really for your weapons per se. But you can still be a sorcerer that hit. For example, I made a sorcerer on Monday in Phalia's campaign that is really good at hitting, and you can still be really good at, or you can be decent at hitting still with a weapon or a crossbow or some sort of other like primary weapon. But if you're not, you have cantrips.
No. So what I'm at, so like you can get striking runes put on weapons, right? That
Yes,
give you
yeah.
bonuses to hit and damage.
Correct.
Are there
Yeah.
any magical items that give my attack spells a bonus to hit and or damage?
Unfortunately, not. The spells scale automatically. The striking rune system is there to balance that because spells scale automatically with damage because the higher level spellcaster you get, the higher level spells you get access to, and that automatically kind of scales. Melee weapons would not without the rune system, and that's kind of why the rune system exists. It's for enhancing your gear specifically.
Like melee
As
people
far
who
as there
strike
are magic, there are magic items to make you better at spellcasting, though. Yes, there are, but they're not like runes. There's not runes per se for it, but there are magic items that do it. Yes, but they're more like along the lines of the items that I give out / ones you might find in shops / ones
Yeah,
you can use for if you like.
and I understand the damage scaling. It's more of the like I'll only
To
get
hit?
better at hitting by leveling.
That-
You know?
Oh no! That too. Like there are magic items that give you better to hit and better chances to actually make your spells actually impact. Yes, but they're not runes, is what I'm saying. Is all it is.
Right. I was using that as an example. Like I was trying to find the
Exactly.
equivalent. Is what I was
Yeah.
asking. Okay.
Well, it's weird because like they built this whole Pathfinder rune system for like crafting and upgrading weapons, but there's not that. It doesn't exist for spellcasters very as much. There's like magic items for spellcasters. It's weird. It's really
You
weird.
get
But
special effects,
yeah.
right? Versus having a sword where you deal damage. So it's like you can gravity well someone. You have a lot of flavor and a bunch
No.
of
I mean, like there's literal magical items, like the choker of elocution is
yeah,
like
and
a
it's
pre-made item.
your
That's what I'm saying.
spellcasting
They put all of
PC,
that there instead of making a rune progression for them, which I don't know why they did. I feel like they should have made a magical rune progression if they were going to lean into that system very hard. But it's okay. It's just design decisions, and it balances out. It's just you got to go about getting your items weird. You're more about hunting down cool magic objects that give you power, less than like having an enchanted sword that makes you stronger that way.
I mean, that's kind of cool too. I was just trying to.
That is, yeah.
So.
Yeah, but there are
well-
items like that. We can look into it more between games to find specific ones that you're looking for, because you can hunt down items that you're looking for.
Right. So Flash will turn to. So it sounds like before we turn in, it's to shopping and then maybe a pint or 4.
I have no problem with that idea. It sounds pretty good.
Sorry, out of character. I'm assuming Flash would know by now where in town he could go to have for some of us to upgrade or get new runes, as well as for me to start looking for items. Correct? We go to the pawn shop, or
Where's Drake's? We've already been. So
Or you can go take a. Well, it's 500 gold to get Arthur to teleport you to Belreach, but you could do that, and you can spend 500 gold or 50 plat to teleport to Belreach. You're at Inishire, yep. You could spend the stuff here. There's less magical prevalence here, but it is one of the oldest cities. You can go around and kind of shop here, or you can go to Drake Marigold, who is in the Mythic Mystic, who is a known kind of guy that you guys met, who's a very good enchanter and stuff. But it's up to you guys how you want to do it. A lot of options.
it just seems like an expensive
yeah, I agree.
shopping trip just to teleport there and then back.
Teleport back, it'd be like 1,000. It'd be 100 plat, yeah, because it'd be 50
Yeah.
500 gold back.
Yeah, let's just go here.
Teleportation expensive.
We should like basic supplies, right? We're not like and an enchanter.
So
We're not trying to find like oath bows or anything.
yeah, if you're not trying to find oath bows, essentially, if you're just trying to do generic shopping, try to buy some runes. If you're trying to find like runes and stuff, you can find them here probably. So just kind of buy the basic level of runes up to item level in Adinashire. It'd be item level. You could get up to level 10 goods here.
Oh, that's
I think
easy.
we're
That's
good.
potency. That's not striking greater, unfortunately. But that is potency 2 as needed, and that is resilient, which is good.
So do your shopping. So we'll just use the official rules for here. Just to subtract gold to be as fast as possible. So just do what you would like to buy. You're in one of the oldest cities in the world. You can probably find it. If it says it's uncommon or rare or anything that's not common, however, just let me know, and then it'll require a roll to try to find.
Okay. So 4 resilient runes is 1,360
Gold or plat?
gold. They're 340 each.
We only have plat right now.
Yeah.
I think I already have resilience, so I'd need resilience 2, or these are resilience 2 runes.
No, this is just resilient 1. Resilience greater is level 14, so can't find that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay, so then if he
Failure
doesn't
just
need
drawing
it,
all these magic circles everywhere because I like that.
if he doesn't need
Or
it,
is
then
Anya
it only
doing that?
leaves
That was
1,000.
this one was me. That was
What about
on-
this one?
That's on you.
Bunch of devil symbols. Yeah.
Let's call home, okay?
While you guys do that, I'm gonna grab another glass of wine. Metal rust wine. I'm sure that'll be good for my health.
Get it in a stein.
And then, so we have 3 resilient runes for 1,020. And then are we also getting potency 2 besides failure? I guess me and you, Anya.
I need potency 2 on my weapon, yeah.
Okay.
And I want to get another Grievous rune. I want to smack people so far.
Grievous rune is 9. You could get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Grievous
so-
2? Oh, another one.
No, just Grievous 1 is
Oh yeah, I mean I'm going to put 2 on it, because I've already got one.
sure.
And he said you could double stack.
Yeah.
Unless somebody has a better recommendation, I'm gonna try to upgrade my Ring of Wizardry from 1 to 2.
No problem with that. We should.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm just doing. If you can get the price, just let me know. But I'm gonna get the price for potency 2s. I would actually like to get 2 of them for both my flail and my rancer. So,
Ring of Wizardry 2 is 1,000 gold, but the first one is a 360. So I don't know if it would be the difference to just update it.
If
Or
you
trade
upgrade it,
it.
yeah, you just subtract the cost of what you already have and then pay the rest.
And of course, any shopping we do, I don't know if Flash can use both his skills and our fame to obtain a discount.
Just for the sake of brevity, make a diplomacy check. We'll see if we can establish a flat discount for the entire shopping trip.
Picky about where you put that die on those rollers.
Yes, it is.
oh baby,
Ah,
oh baby,
37 with the natural
Damn.
20.
37.
You guys can knock a solid 25% discount
Oh,
off of
oh.
everything in the shopping trip. So just 25% off everything.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get
Thanks
a property
to
rune
Flash's
too.
shrewd diplomacy throughout each and every interaction, you managed to talk your way into a better deal.
That's hot.
That's hot.
That was pretty hot.
Then I'm probably gonna get
So this
another
game's easy.
property rune for my
Yeah.
rancer.
No, it's all just about
Roll
having
20.
diplomacy. It really is.
No, just roll a 20. Yeah,
Just roll 20.
always works. We're just bad players.
That's
Not
true.
You
roll.
are. You need to get better at rolling 20s.
I
And
am
since I have
garbage.
since I have a the what is it, potency 2 rune on my explorer's clothes, basically my robe. Can I also wear bracers of armor to add to that, or does that?
Yes.
They kind of. Okay.
You just can't wear a ring of protection.
Okay.
The ring of protection won't stack with it, but the bracers don't count against your armors itself.
It amazes me some of these, like braces of armor 1 450 reason, braces of armor 2 4,000 gold.
They price jump huge between tiers. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
kind of get it.
braces of armor as well if we still have some money.
Yeah, I mean right now, well, what's the price of the ring you wanted? Because right now between just the weapon stuff and the resilient armor, we're at 3,825 before the discount.
So it would be 740 gold for the ring upgrade, and then 450 for the armor or for the bracers.
450. Okay, so we're at 5,000. I should probably get another property rune for my weapon, but I don't know what to get. I guess I could just.
Just got loaded over failure. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. If you went to the Skyfarer's Lodge, it's perfect.
Is that Are we in a Dinner
Oh, that's in Bellreach. That's right. It's
Yeah.
We'll say this is somewhere else,
Looks
just
very...
for the sake of it. It's a tavern. She's not here. We'll say this is also for right now, just because it's a tavern setup that I
The
have.
River King.
We'll say it's the fucking drunken amnesiac, and I'll put Bob in there. Hang on,
Get Bob in here.
let me get Bob in there.
I love how on Pathfinder, because my thing's got 2 Grievous runes on it. It's a +2 striking Grievous Great Club. That's such a good name.
No, actually, I think I'm okay with the price. So, anyone want anything else? Or I'm just gonna do the math to get the 25%.
One last check.
Oh, did I add your Grievous too? I don't think I added your Grievous. Second.
It's only like 990, I think.
Yeah.
So I just need to
I got
potency.
loaded over the cellar. Hope you guys don't need to go in the cellar for a minute, because the inn's inside of the cellar right
Grievous is
My
700. So
beautiful summoning circle.
Huh?
You ruined my Skype call.
now. It's perfect.
okay, and then that 25 or 75% of that is 4,286 gold and 0.25.
So that's 400 platinum.
Yeah, 420 flat, or 430 if we just wanted to even it up.
Okay, so put that down to 25. Because take the 20 and then take 400 off that is 975 flat left. 975. There you go.
There we go.
I still got loads of money.
Yeah, we do.
Can I
That's
cast
not
my
loads.
armor in platinum in case we die? Or die in
Yes.
style?
It's not. I don't know if this is Hero Lab or whatever, but the bracers and the explorers are like they won't stack.
Maybe it does work like that. I always thought it didn't work like that. Maybe the bracers can't be worn if the armors have potency, but I thought it was as long as you weren't wearing armor, like literal armor. I didn't think it was if your armor had potency on it. But maybe it is. Maybe if your armor gives you any bonus, it can't. If Hero Lab says it, it's probably like that.
All right. So
Let me look
and
up
the
the
ring
armor
would be
rule.
the same, or I guess I could try a ring and see if what it does.
Bracer.
Really wish we got greater striking. That'd be so cool.
I wish I had that. So bad. What's levels that again? Level 12?
Yeah, it's just outside the range.
How much is it as well?
Actually, it's
Like
yes, it's
30,000
12.
gold?
No, it's 1,065.
Oh, that's not even that bad. It's only
Oh,
we could have got like 7 of those.
we could.
Ah.
If we spend 50 plat to
Is
go get them, or 100 plat.
Can I look at the surrounding area? Is there any magical cities near Belreach, fucking Adinashire? Is there anywhere else? I mean, we could roll to
Sorry?
check to see if we could find.
I was looking for rules. What was the question?
You said we could find anything up to level 10, yeah? Can we roll to
Probably.
see if we can find something level 12?
It'd be a high DC, but how would you go about doing it?
I'd ask the enchanter who is doing our weapons anyway if he knows someone with a +2 striking. Or where
It's
to
me a
get one.
society check in that case, and it's gonna be a high DC. Whoever wants to make it.
Who's got the best society?
Probably Flash.
Your points if you got them. Actually, speaking
This
Oh,
will
of,
be,
yeah, we could all give him a +4.
Society.
You all gain one hero point, by the way. At the top
Oh,
of the
wait,
session,
actually,
because of
Flash
those
don't
doing it.
have Society, right?
yeah, I saved both of mine
No, I
last
don't.
session.
Okay,
I
then
don't know.
I,
Society is
Hey,
intelligence for some
Then
reason. It's not really diplomacy
unfortunately,
or charisma.
just because I'm a human and I have that feat, I probably have the highest society, which is just a +3.
Huh.
It's a one-time check for this particular action.
I will give him one of my hero points.
You can
For
all
+4.
pull your hero points for +4s if you really like.
Yeah, I want these. I don't want to die to the cockatrice.
Wait, isn't it +8 if you do it beforehand?
If I do it,
Yes.
which I will.
If he
Yeah.
he does, yes, but if someone else does it, it's a plus. It's half the normal value.
I
Yeah.
got you. I
We're
got you.
adding +20. If he does the 8 and we add 12, it's
Oh,
plus
you're.
20.
Am I allowed to contribute to this? My character is nowhere nearby. to
Everyone
help.
can. No,
Yeah.
it's
As a
more of a
player, I
player
can
thing
use
than
it?
a character. Yeah, it's a player thing more than a character thing.
All right, you can
I don't
handle
have
it.
a second one just because I did. The red one you gave me was the one I got at the top. I didn't have any
Yeah, I'll
sword
give
you
you
last
another
time.
Too. Sure, why not?
All right,
So,
big roll, big roll, big roll. I don't do those. Let's see. That's not bad.
hey, that's
Right,
a
so 35
38.
or
No,
38.
'cause it's- yeah.
Oh,
What item are you
Oh,
looking
right,
for
right, right.
particularly? A potent. A
we're
striking
looking
two
for
round?
striking greater striking.
Yeah.
You managed to find 2 greater striking
So what
runes for
did
sale
me and you, dude?
Hell yeah.
at a
Let's do it.
50% markup.
So they're 150 plat each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give or take.
So that's I'll take 300 plat off. So we have 675 plat
Also
left.
60 gold on top of that. I think, right? Or
Oh.
120 gold. Oh no, 150 markup. Never mind.
So 150 gold. So that's another 15 plat. So 600. Oh fuck. We have 660 plat. Where's the final 6? And then I can summon my mum to do it for us.
Oh my god. Yeah, now my Rancer is marked as a level 12 item.
Oh no. If we accidentally got 666 plat, could I have asked Asmodeus to do it for us?
You make a percentile die roll, and if you get 666 on that somehow, there you go.
We win the campaign.
I realize let's just have demons do it.
I mean, if you want to
Thalia, what are you doing in the bar?
I'm pretty upset about that event, so I'm drinking.
Bob, the bartender, kind of comes over to you and just pours you another drink. This one's on the house. I hadn't seen you in here before. What brings you to more lovely establishment? Oh, I didn't get rid of these. Get out of here. There's no bar here.
I'll raise the mug and just be like, this stuff right here.
I got plenty of that, as long as you got the coin to pay. But I can't stand to see someone look so miserable at my bar. What is the matter?
That's you seem like a nice guy. That's just a little. It's a little personal. It's the matter.
Hey, fair enough. I'll tend to my other customers. I was just trying to make your life a little bit. I don't know. If you needed somebody to talk to, I'm just a bartender. Have some more alcohol. As he kind of pours you another glass and hands it down too. If you need anything else, I'll be just a chip away. As he heads over to the other side here, tending to nobody, tending to these two next to you.
As it goes, I'll slide him 10 gold and just be like, just in case I stop counting on my own.
He nods. And yeah, everyone else got their shopping done. What's everyone else doing?
I'm looking for a bar fight at this point.
Food shopping. Getting more than cornflakes. Meat. Apples.
You easily
onions.
rouse one up, and no one in here really, besides like maybe these knights, if you want to pick a challenge with them, would really be like a quote unquote fight. But like these peasants, like they'll fight you fist wise, but they're no challenge to you, and you start throwing them around and tossing them about in the tavern.
Yeah, she does not give a shit. Whoever is ready for a little bit of action tonight, a little bit of fun, she's going in on it.
What are okay, good to know. What is Allegro? I really need to know what Allegro, Flash, and Anya are doing at this very moment.
I'm buying food. Getting supplies. I'm the mom of the group, I guess.
Allegra's
As you're kind of walking around town, you see a large crowd of people just kind of running away from the drunken amnesia because you're kind of picking up groceries or Allegro. You hear a loud ruckus coming from the building itself, but you do have your food supplies in hand. You're like holding groceries and you're like hearing all of this going on.
And I go, I just got the milk. It's gonna go bad. But he's gonna go to the bar.
You run inside and you see Linnea, or Phailey rather. I get all the names mixed up. So many ends with A names. Ilya. You see this peasant's getting like tossed. He's like, whoa, as he gets flung into the side of the bar there. And Phailey is kind of going just around the room, just beating the shit out of people. Anio's here too.
Allegro's gonna turn out.
Yeah,
and be
I was with Allegro.
He's like,
I got you.
what happened? Why is she mad?
I'll just keep the table here too.
I think I'd actually
These
know.
three are like swinging at you, but you're just like jumping over their swings essentially.
I'll just say,
School drama.
Ah. What's school?
Pat is back.
Another time for another talk.
Okay, must be demon things.
Nods.
It is the worst hell.
He just like sighs under his breath.
He starts praying, praying under his breath. I hope to never go there.
Alright, let's go stop her. I'm gonna stop her beating up peasants.
Actually, I'll jump on the table instead and start kicking.
Oh, this guy goes unconscious from one of the kicks. This one, another one unconscious.
Oh, Jesus. In fact, I'm gonna tell Allegro to do that. I wanna hold the door. I don't want guards running in while she's
No one
assaulting.
seems to
the
care.
town. Oh, good. I'm pulling her off the fucking table then, by her hair.
You can try.
Where you wanna go? With my
Make
greatest
a,
striking
make an
speed.
athletics check if you're gonna grab her
I mean,
against her
she
DC.
doesn't know that you have hyped gear, so.
Do you wanna go flying into the next fucking building?
You gotta hit her with your spade?
Do whatever the hell you want. She's not going to conform to especially you.
Resolve an
And you
argument.
know that.
Just say things.
That's a 25 athletics.
What's your DC?
Oh, I
Class
forget.
DC?
It's class DC. It's less than that. I think.
So you feel as Anya just kind of grasp one of the long strands of your hair as you're kind of kicking these peasants unconscious, kind of not paying attention. You just feel something grab at the back of your hair and pull you down off the table. And Anya, you kind of have her there in your grasp for a moment. You can tend to break free if you'd like, but before you do, he has a chance to do something. He has the chance to do something.
I throw her into the wall. No. I'm just gonna stop her ass on the floor.
Blomp.
Allegro's gonna be like,
Let's go.
Allegro's gonna say, if it's any better, we have more than cornflakes.
This guy backs away and
at
just
the
runs
moment.
Milk?
away.
Yeah, we have milk now and some meat.
I'm just going to stare blankly at you for that.
Well, no one told me what to get. Sorry.
Like it walks away sad. Okay, I'm gonna reach for your hand to start like dragging you out of the tavern.
I don't suppose you're here for a drink, are you? I will start tumbling around. Half drunkenly, too.
Tumbleweed, just rolling around.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Alright.
And-
What are you doing, Allegra?
What's Flash? Yeah, what
Allegra's-
was Flash doing to this point, real quick?
Stop. If you stop kicking these people
Flash
hitting-
shoots
and hitting these people, will you have a drink with me? These people are no match for you, and I understand it seems you're angry, but come, have a drink with me.
Actually,
And if you-
ironically, Flash, you would have heard about this struggle before anybody else because it would have gotten word to you with your network. So yeah.
She'll kind of like stare at you for like half a second and then smile intensely. And then give you a little gesture to come on over. And then tumble back and walk towards back to her seat. Move her drink over.
And Bob, These
Hey,
people's
hey, Flash, how's it going?
good. These
Didn't see
people's
that.
drinks and the damage on my tab. And
We get plenty of rough and tumbles in for you, sure.
and bring us a pint of the finest of that ale that I found the recipe for you.
Yeah,
Not-
I can do
not
that
your-
for you. He heads to the back. Be just a moment. They say keep it in the back storeroom here. Goes and fills up some special mugs. A few moments pass.
Do you
Then
want
he
some
comes back.
food? He looks at Thalia. Do you want some food?
She won't say anything, but you hear her stomach growl.
As soon as Bob comes back. Bob, 2 of your specials.
Yes. Oh, also, we're over here, Flash. By the way, we have a little scene,
Oh, yeah.
a makeshift scene set up if you need a visual. By the way, and as he kind of looks at you, bring back the special ale, the recipe of the drinks. Got this straight from Flash. He's a real useful chap, that one. So you, the Shad Moby one, you're friends with him.
Are you talking to me or her?
Point to you, Failure.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'll give him a little punch in the shoulder and just be like, who couldn't be? I'll put my arm around him.
That's right. He's got a way of making his way into your heart. Does a lot of useful things for the town, and you kind of see this drunk nobleman over here. Is like, that's right. Flash is a paragon of society, and I believe. And he kind of passes out into the bar, face down, drunk. Yep, what he said.
Beautiful.
I'll just take his, like, if there's anything left in his mug, I'm taking it, and I'm just gonna start drinking that too.
So,
Drink that down.
and
Perfect.
Bob, two of your best specials for dinner, and any snacks you might have for just a moment. Now,
I'll get you guys something special whipped up. Hang on. Don't you worry, we're not feed you all. As he runs to the back. And some time passes. You got about a 15-20 minute gap as he prepares a special little food tray of sorts.
so why were you attacking those patrons? They pose no challenge to someone of your skill.
Just barely cutting off the end of your sentence. Just go. It's who I am. It's what I do. They started it. Oh, I should be sleeping tonight. She's drunk. Fuck. Oop, noted. I had a
I know
thing.
you come and join the bar and like hop your way up on the little bar stool size for humans, but you get in there comfortably enough.
Oh, damn. There we go.
Were you mad at something?
I just take a swig of the mug in front of me.
The education system.
Allegra's gonna kneel down and be like, "It's a place where demons. It's a place for demons from our past." Anya told me.
Yeah,
A
hearing
place
that, I'll
called
lift
a
my leg and
school.
try to, like, push Anyo off his seat with my leg.
It,
Ah!
if it's the priest that, if it's the priest that set you off, I'm not that fond of him either.
Kind of a dick. Bit prejudiced for a holy man, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean he thinks he means well, but yeah, he's a bit flashy, a bit uppity.
It's
Yeah,
not the way I practice faith, but he is a good man. But I do apologize for any offense he may have lain at your feet.
Just let out a deep kind of leaning on her arms against, like, just kind of leaning on the table, like arms folded beneath her chin.
and he would probably treat me the same if he knew my heritage.
Mm.
What are you?
Yeah, I'll bite. I'll look over at you.
Well, for most of my life, short as it may have been, thought I was just a goblin, but it turns out I'm at least somewhat descendant of a dragon.
Ooh.
and I kind of just reach my hand up and extend my claws, and my skin kind of turns a little scaly, but I only hold it out so they can see it.
Huh.
That's pretty cool.
Something
Never
I've
left.
learned recently. Still don't know what to make of it.
Hope you find whatever you're looking for. Whatever that is. I'm here for the ride regardless. I'll drink more alcohol.
You notice more people begin to kind of enter the tavern as time gets to go on, and it actually starts to build up kind of more of a raucous crowd as tables start to fill quickly. The unconscious people are kind of waking up, leaving, but then other people are coming to replace them, and tables begin to fill.
Huh.
15 or so minutes pass as the tavern fills up and gets a little more crowded. Bob, you kind of hear the door slamming, and you smell a most decadent smell as he comes back around and puts down a tray of various hams, cured hams, cheeses, other kind of meats. There's turkey, there's ham, there's some sort of roast beef kind of meat there, kind of all in these different slabs that has already been pre-sliced for you and cooked and cured and such. There's cheese, different various types of cheeses, as well as these dried kind of bread sort of loaves that you can kind of put it there and kind of puts it right in. It's a big platter, and it's enough to probably feed like really the entire bar at once. You gotta put it down. There you go. My specialty. I don't really remember many recipes since I'm all the amnesiac, but I found that bread, meat, and cheese is really good.
Wise beyond your years, Bob.
He nods.
However
On
many
my treat, you have at it. And if you need any more beverages, just let me know.
Fair enough.
be down the food.
He heads over to talk to the other two patrons at the end of the bar, and then just kind of comes back generally doing the quote-unquote available bartender look, where he's just doing menial tasks, looking around, cleaning the mug here every once in a while, changing out some things, restocking, just doing that thing, and occasionally checking in with everybody.
If I finish the food, I'll just leave the plate there and get up and walk away. Kind of not at
Takes
a
it.
quick pace, but just
Cordial.
It's getting late into the night at this point.
through.
To answer your question though, Flash, it is the 20th of Jardoxus, which is our world equivalent of June. Just remembered that.
Okay.
Now it is late in the night. Well, not late in the night, but like it's getting early in the night actually, as the sun's just kind of setting at this point, and nighttime kind of falls over the city. Tavern picks up even more and begins to kind of really become quite a little spot in town for commoners and even a few nobles kind of sneak out alike.
I'll hop on the stool. I'll stick my helmet back on. I'll walk up to guys and pat them on the back and say,
Come, we need some sleep. Big day today.
As you're
But-
saying this, Anyo, you hear a ringing in your head.
ah,
It sounds like a
Okay.
telephone ring.
perfect. He holds his hand up, like an invisible headset, pushes it into his ear.
Hello?
You don't hear anything. You do get it, however, you get drawn back, like a feeling of drawn back to that circle you drew in the basement.
Ah, cool.
We need to go home. I've got a call.
Okay, I will meet you back there. And then
Bye.
as they're leaving, Allegra's also going to leave, but he's probably a little tipsy, so he's going to get up on a table and say, "Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
I
jeez.
apologize for any raucousness that happened earlier, but we're going to be doing something you may have heard about. I'm sure you've all heard of the Chimera that the voracious bears and the Golden Hand were unable to kill. Well, tomorrow, Phalia, Anyo, Flash, and I, we're going to hunt it down and strike at the dead. So wish us luck."
Make a performance check. As all the entire like tavern crowd just kind of turns to look at you. You stand up on the table with their drinks in hands. Wow.
That is
That's a
24.
24. They just look and here as they all kind of raise their glass and Anyo, Allegro, you go do it, yay! And then some of them pass out drunk.
Oh, fuck. How do I... Oh, that's blindfold. I'm in first, but I'm moving really slow. What's the button again?
P. Press P twice, or press P or space bar if you're in third person.
There we go. I am
That's what it is.
free.
I am free.
Free to pee.
Yeah, if you start moving slow, you press spacebar. As you kind of all leave the tavern and sort of return to your estate. Phalia, where did you head off to when you left?
I headed straight back as well. I'm gonna just pick a room and pass out in it.
All right.
Don't have the
As you all
capacity
kind of
to be courteous.
you return to the household here. Much emptier estate. It seems Ilya is already kind of. Where did Ilya go? Oh yeah, he left, but then where did his figure go? He has already returned, and he's in his bedroom. I don't know where I put his fucking figure. Oh well, find him later.
He
Or
was.
now. He was drinking.
I wonder if he's crushed under the board of the tavern.
Hang on, I have a copy of him somewhere. Yeah, you all return to the household here. Free to go about your sleeps if you did anything before.
Put the groceries away.
You're such a good housewife, Allegra. You should add to your character art little mittens and an apron and be like,
And seeing my room's been taken. Take Elijah's.
Oh wait,
Oh,
which room was he supposed to be in?
Here's this
Oh,
one.
oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I see. So yeah, you come back into Elijah's room, and you notice a small note on the vanity.
Oh. Goes over and reads it.
It sort of reads in Elijah's handwriting. Goes on to say, "Dear Allegro, I appreciate all you've done for me, and you've given me a place to stay. I've made residence in the drunken amnesiac in town. I've rented a room there, and I'll be staying there for some time. If you need to find me, that's where you'll find me. I've also left something for you in the drawer here of the vanity."
They'll tuck the note away and I'll open up the drawer.
In there is the platinum piece that he left, along with one of the gemstones that you kind of recognize from his opulent wear, just kind of pried out, kind of put on there.
Then he'll just put the gem in his bag and he'll start doffing his armor.
There you go. And Anya, were you sleeping tonight?
in my Diogenes bucket. I'm want to answer the phone call.
You head down to your circle here, and we'll just get rid of this.
Ah. Earthquake.
As you kind of head down to your circle here that you've kind of drawn, you see it is vibrating with devilish energy.
Hmm.
And you see that. You're kind of standing outside the circle, looking at
Oh.
it vibrating.
I don't know if you were sorting the tavern out. Okay, I will walk up And he would know, but I don't know. How do you answer a call from Satan?
Step in the circle.
Sweet. He immediately, without thinking, steps in the circle.
As you do, your vision is suddenly brought to a different realm. Around you, you are no longer standing in the sort of
Okay,
basement now. You are simply in a internal black void. Standing there is the horrible but familiar demon visage of Alcibiades.
Yep. Weird name.
Yes, hard to say. As he is standing there, his arms crossed, his almost human visage, kind of resemblance of a former warrior that had been horribly disfigured and turned into more of a demonic version of his original self, or devilish version in this case. He looks at you. Ah, there's my favorite collector. How's it
Got it.
going? Heard you were
Oscar.
trying to call and didn't make connection.
Yes. Terrible signal. I guess it's talking in Infernal, so.
Yes. We are indeed talking in Infernal. Our favorite language down here
Good.
in Dis.
That's awkward.
What do you want, my friend?
Well, I got another one for you if you're interested.
I'm ever interested.
Well, there's one who's been praying to just about every deity they could think of to find. I'm getting into Elijah, hang on. I gotta keep my voice straight.
Yes.
It's just Elijah now. There's been a sort of call. One who wants to sell his soul. The target's name is Finethil Burlon, a furball who apparently has gotten himself into some trouble nearby. From what I can tell, he's not too far from your area, and I believe if you could get there and help him fulfill his contractually duties, if you know what I'm saying.
I think I know what you're saying. Whereabouts? A general direction?
He kind of extends his thumb and puts it on your forehead, and all at once you kind of just immediately kind of see yourself standing in the cellar, and like at almost like a extremely fast forwarded speed, you kind of get zoomed out to this far away location, not too far from Adina Shire, and it's kind of in the woods near a kind of stream of where one of the many rivers that kind of flow through Larica is a small little campsite where you see the furbog, Finethil, kind of in a small like cage where they have kind of currently sort of stopped for rest. Seems like they're kind of currently there right now. They're kind of stopping for rest for the night, as it is still kind of early in the night. It's not too far. It's probably like an hour's away from Adina Shire. It's not too far of a walk.
Okay. Yes. He takes his helmet off. Different state. Gives him a smile and says, I'll see what I can do.
He nods. Time is of the essence. I recommend going now, and if you need help, well, get it.
Okay.
He nods and fades away, and suddenly the light dissolves, and you are back in the concrete cellar that you will recognize.
This shithole. Right, I don't know. Should I go wake up the crew? Bring some sleeping bags. We're going on a family excursion.
Just before Anyo comes to Allegro's room, Allegro actually, with his cassock, he actually cast Dream Message, and he messaged Linnea.
Ooh.
What did you send to her?
And he's just saying, he's saying, Linnea, I have been granted the ability to talk to you in your dreams. It's Allegro. Desna has given me this ability. I just want you to know that we do still intend to take you from there, to rescue you. We don't quite know how yet, but just stay as strong as you can. as we will try to get you out.
At this point, we're going to take our 5 to 10 minute break, and then we'll pick right back up here as we get into the. Let's try to keep it only a 5 minute thing. I'm gonna kind of refill my wine flask and get prepared. Didn't order pizza. Meant to order pizza. Shit. I'll make some food after the game. It's okay. So yeah, we'll pick back up here in about 5 or 10 minutes. Try to be on the more 5 minute end. We have a lot we could get through, so I do kind of want to get to that, and I want to save as much time as it because I do want to like wrap up right at our normal time. I don't want to try to go late tonight, so let's try to get it all together. But yeah, 5 or so 10 minutes, however much you need. Once everyone's back, let's go ahead and get back into it.
All right, cool.
Sweet.
Your message is actually so cool. I can message anyone I've ever met in person.
It's sending. It's just a lower level, and they can't respond.
Yeah.
Anybody on like
cool.
any play?
I mean, yeah, that's what I could do.
No,
I mean, he
same
could.
thing as you, right?
Hold on, I just had it up. I still have.
There's
it up.
also limitations, like if they're unconscious and they're not.
Yeah.
There's
It
some
just
different-
says
have to be
range.
dreaming.
Oh, range planetary.
Yeah.
Well, I can't.
You could try sending a
Can't talk
message
to
to
Mom.
Arboreal.
Yeah, could.
You don't know if it is here. He's in a cave somewhere full of squishy goo.
Yeah, as soon as they receive it, the spell ends and you know the message was sent. So I would hypothetically know
Yeah.
whether it was received or not.
Yeah, I had to do that with fucking Elwood like 8 times, and it never got back. We used sending scrolls too. I didn't think to ask about whether or not the message delivery was successful, but yeah.
Stupid, crunchy little elf. Big gay elf.
Big gay elf. Yeah, if she's gay, I'm gay. Wait, no. It doesn't work like that. Damn it.
It works however you want it to work.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be a wild ride. I don't know what you calculated when you were shopping, but if you didn't get anything for her, that'll be a fun scene once we get back.
Oh no, we
She
got her
and her-
resilience.
I don't even know what that is.
It gives you a +1 to all your saves, so put it on your armor. It's a fundamental armor rune.
She'll yeah, that's gonna be a big deal.
What?
Not combat wise, like RP wise.
Do you want to know what sucks? If I have no idea what Ook has planned here, I wasn't expecting a call. So, don't kill Onio, Allegro. Please, it's session 2.
What do you mean? Why? I'm not a killer.
It shouldn't be evil. He
Yes.
doesn't kill people. I shouldn't be.
I mean,
It's
you
the
doing
Hugago dilemma.
you doing demons work, devil work is not necessarily anything he's against. I mean, you might not like if you murder somebody. That's probably not good. But you just being like,
Depends.
okay, well,
It's more escort than hitman.
okay.
So
If she's
I don't know,
she's
we could- we
a
could
weapon,
opt it
she'll
out.
wish you were dead, and Philly would probably help.
oof.
It is literally her only character goal. I guess she has 2 now. She wants like the 50 straight bar fight wins. I don't know if that 3 people counted to make it to 59, or if that would count as 1. That's the only thing I don't know.
I don't think they count. They were like civilians.
She
That's like beating.
I mean, she might
Does
not
not
count it.
matter.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, she does count it.
Well, I'll count them collectively as 1 then.
Oh, right.
It's a bunch of grown dudes against someone with the stature of like, well, a small 20-year-old girl.
Does that matter?
Yes. It's part of her like showcase, because it's everything. Battle's a performance to her, so it's like in tavern brawls, it's not just like, well, I guess it came off that way this time because she was drunk and mad, but she'll start by like making people like finding guys who are like overly confident in their fighting skill and then challenge them like, oh, what's she gonna do, and then to try to show them up basically by finding people who have low expectations of her and then fighting them. That's typically the game plan. So it's always somebody who wants to fight, who's willing to, and who.
Are those peasants willing to fight? Was that like?
I did say when I was looking for people to fight, I was looking for people who were ready to fight, who just wanted to do something tonight. People just down to scrap. Yeah, I wasn't attacking random citizens. They were yeah, it was more of a challenge. I just didn't take any consideration. She would have taken it too far, basically. She just hadn't showed up. Yeah, no, her only character goal is to hit potency 3 and striking 3 on her Gauntlets of the Frost shit. That is her character arc.
That's great.
Become strong as shit.
How goes it?
Yeah.
My
She
good
don't-
friend.
Said I don't know. We'll find out soon enough.
True.
I better get Moth ready in case Allegro beans Anya in the skull.
So you get to take a character out of the campaign, but I can't. Okay. No one talks about Unyo taking one of our souls, but it's always Allegro, gonna be a killer.
Oh, Allegro, Anya isn't taking one of your souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his character goal, by the way. At level 10, demon, it's like a Philastacres or whatever. They're the contract devils. And he wants to do that. Because it's so cool.
So cute.
Oh, it's so cute. Contract
Level
devils are the best devils.
I'm actually gonna take a minute and go get some water.
Go for it.
I think I
I hope
need
it's holy water.
Once everyone gets back, we'll get that going.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Oh, I ate a honey bun. I should be all right for the rest of the night.
What?
I like that art you sent me.
Oh, the little devil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it. I typed in contract devil and a bunch of them are like the Pathfinder ones. And then there's like a little dwarf one. I was like, holy shit, it's perfect. Cranky little dwarf contract devil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have some great, like, contracts with twists in my head. Well, I only have one, really. And I bet it would work. Because it's like a big meme. Like a big semantics. Like, oh, wow, for real? And the fun thing is, it's immediate as well. It would happen immediately. You can make them break their contract like that. Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's
Put it in the Onion Dwarf channel, the Dwarf Without Dog channel.
oh, I'll send it in the DM. I guess I can copy it over.
Yar. Anything dwarf related, keep it there so we can look at it for all time.
I feel like you need to. I feel like you need to add like a bunch of clauses in case they get one of them. Just be extra tricky.
Yep. Dwarf. Onion dwarf.
Yeah. I remember reading this and I was like, oh, it's such a dick move, but it's great.
All
And then
right.
I fill it with a bunch of other sneakier ones, but that one's.
Starting the second recording.
All right. Whenever everyone gets back, we'll be good to head off.
I'm all
I
set.
think that was Flash coming back right there. I think I just heard.
Yeah, I've never left. I've been here. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. We're still waiting on Phalia. Because they went to grab some water.
Water is
Yeah.
good.
Oh boy.
What do you think of the little meme?
Where?
I put it in
Oh, that one.
onion. Yeah.
Water in onion.
I
I don't understand the context.
Do you want to go ahead whispering? It'll take like a second.
Yes. While we wait for
Okay.
Linnea. Or Phalia. I see.
Hmm.
Is Phalia returned?
Phalia.
We shall wait a few more moments and get going because I want to get into all the stuff I made. Made like 1,000 combats for every contingency plan.
I can't wait. I want
Because
to
I thought
smack
like
something so hard.
last night everyone was like, yeah, let's do some combat. And like, yeah, we're like straight into the RP and we're like all RPing with each other. And it's
I
great.
mean,
I love it.
yeah, we gotta do a little bit.
Where would we be? You got you got RP. You got RP.
Gotta
You do,
RP
and
before
I'm
the
enjoying
combat.
it. I just like I'm just saying like, okay,
Yeah, hit big
Just-
monster. Hit big monster. That's what we do now.
we will hit big monster soon
Or hit Unyo.
or hit Anya.
As I look at my character staring down at Unyo. Actually, it's not looking at Unyo, but what if he was?
Me as a DM, I'll never advocate for less RP. That's my favorite part. But like I was like, I thought
But
everyone
also,
wanted to combat.
Hit
Let's
big
get
monster.
to it. Yeah. We're gonna
The
hit big
real
monster.
monster with the friends we made along the way.
We're gonna hit big monster.
Then hit the
We're gonna-
friends along
yeah,
the way, I guess.
We're gonna hit the big monster. I got
Yeah,
a few
next
things
round,
though,
huh?
like, but I don't think we'll get to the other things. But the other things will be always good to have extra.
Oh, we never know. This party's weird.
It's gonna be
That's true.
interesting
You might
when,
kill it in like 2 seconds.
when we get into like succession, when the king dies, because like Desna's disciples are all about proving your worth. So like Alera wouldn't necessarily care about anybody claiming that would possibly get the throne if he doesn't know what they've done.
Mm.
So like
True.
a level 3 cleric that has been on adventures is rated higher than like a level 10 cleric that's just been in a chapel his whole life. Or
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, you don't like essential workers who work from home?
And no, you gotta prove it. Gotta prove your worth.
Socially isolate.
Yeah,
Not always
And there's
voluntarily, but
really irresponsible.
So, with the return of Phalia, we ready to get going? Back into it, everyone?
Yes, sure.
Yes, let's do it. Let's
All
combat.
right.
Flash
You
it.
all, Flash is here, I believe, yes?
Yes.
There we go.
Sweet.
And, as you all reawaken the next morning inside of your respective sleeping areas, the morning time hits you. What would you like to do?
Oh, we said
I
through the
am
night? I
walking.
thought Anya was waking us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
said,
We're
he
picking it
said
right
go
there.
as soon as
True.
possible.
Good point. That's right. Oh yeah. So rest doesn't happen. Anya, what are you doing?
I
It's still
am not-
nighttime.
I am knocking on Allegro's door.
That's Phalia's door. Oh, it is Allegro's door.
It is
Phalia, you hear a knock at your door.
I'm.
Ironically, that is Allegro's room, so that's actually funny that is where he
Yep.
would be sleeping.
If I can hear the metal of his gauntlet specifically banging on the door, I will avoid. getting up or
Do
doing anything.
you have gauntlet lore?
No.
You would recognize it depending on so much time around. The metal of
Considering-
drink, drink, drink.
And also the
Considering
small
our
steps
past
walking down the hallway. That's chunk, chunk, chunk,
Yeah.
chunk.
I figured if I'd recognize anyone's shit, it would be yours. Yep. No, I.
No response.
Alright, well,
It
I go for the
seems from
handle
door.
then. Is it locked?
The
Do these
door
doors have
locked?
locks?
If
They
I
have
had the
privacy logs, yeah.
If I had the capacity to, yes.
It doesn't. You hear something outside the room, like you hear like the door,
Yeah.
your door room, like rattling.
Yeah, Allegro hasn't gone to sleep yet, so he'll check.
He might have heard you covered in the dark, so if you literally step out like that,
I mean,
He's gonna
he's
go
also
jump
still
backward.
wearing heavy armor. I guess he's not wearing armor yet.
He took his armor off. He
Yeah.
doffed his armor.
I did doff my armor.
oh,
Be like-
I'll take mine as well. Everyone strip.
I'll be like, oh, Phalia's in
Strip
there.
straight.
She took my room.
Oh, he's gonna understand like why the door wasn't opened, and he's gonna kick it. Just a loud bang, and then he'll turn to you.
I think we need to go on an excursion.
Is it wise to go now? I mean, we should get our rest. It's gonna be.
I mean, I don't know if
Difficult.
it's wise, but I don't want to piss the person off.
Do you know where we're going? Do we need Ilya?
Well, I do specifically know where I'm going.
I know where we're going.
What?
I'm gonna slam the door. I don't need you.
Flash, you hear a lot of commotion coming from the hallway.
He's just gonna kind of accept it and go in and start donning his armor.
Okay, I'll knock on Flash's door.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. There's a knock at your door, Flash. Adventure
Okay.
calls.
Open it.
Literally.
This is your call to adventure.
What kind?
Work.
Me every morning.
It's work time, boy. Get out of bed.
Okay. I
Bring
guess
a
I'll
sleeping
follow.
bag or something.
In fact, I would have seen the tent. We have the tent. I'll tell Lego to bring the tent. Tries me to sleep afterwards.
Someone else might actually have to invest in the tent because I got this cassock now. I mean, I could wear a rogue over some clothing, but
I'll take the tent. I'll stuff it in my bag. Do you have to invest in the tent?
I think Oog told me that when we first got it, but it doesn't say it on the sheet.
I think, do you invest to get the like intrinsic properties, but you can just interact to prop it up? So you won't get like whatever.
You
the-
don't. You theoretically invest and uninvest once it's like things. You don't need to keep it invested. No, it's just a magic item you can use.
Guys, give me just a second. Sorry.
No worries.
I'll go get my backpack.
You grab your magic backpack.
Woo woo. Best
Backpack,
RP.
backpack.
Allegra's
Gonna
gonna
wait in the hallway.
walk out of the room in his armor and be like, I will tell you that this, as Ned said, we should all get our sleep, so hopefully we can sleep afterwards.
Yeah, I really want to. It's just this is time bound, whereas the fuck, what's it called?
Chimera.
That's the one. Isn't.
Okay, understood. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Just waiting for Flash.
Yeah, he's following along. He has to do something. We're waiting for Phalia as well.
Oh yeah, he
Still
knows.
in her room.
He's just gonna drag her out if she's not ready.
I mean, she opened the door and asked what you wanted, and he slammed it in her face again. So she's
Yeah.
kind of just in her room doing other shit now.
Yeah. Cool.
Sorry.
So what are the
that's
three
what
of
you
you?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Is that
The three of you
wise?
going?
I don't. She
Yeah, I
already
guess so.
seems. I don't think leaving her would make her feel any better.
It would make me feel worse.
To leave her? Then let's not.
No, to bring her.
Oh,
If you want to go fetch her, then go for it.
I'll at least try. Allegro will knock on his door.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like it's not locked, but she'll go and open it.
He respects your privacy. Your brother wants us to. He wants our help. He says it's for a job. I figured you would want to go. I wouldn't want to leave you unless you would rather get to a full night's rest, which I would understand.
I thought he made it very clear about his who he wanted helping him.
I mean, you both have traveled quite a bit together. I'm sure that must be in jest, no? I mean, why would he all of a sudden not want you to continue with him?
Ask him. He's the one who slammed the door in my face when I asked what the hell he wanted to wake me up in the middle of the night after a long night of drinking for.
You're the one who ignored me?
It was relatively rude, as well as kicking my door. Well then, what if this? I would like you to come.
Yeah. She, like, you catch for like a half second with the corner of her mouth. Like, she smiles a bit. Fine, whatever. And then she'll walk out and start tightening her wraps.
Okay. All set, Anyo. Lead us the way.
Yeah, let's go. I will lead way to place. I think we're setting off.
Simple
I don't
enough.
know where this is.
Are you... Yeah, you have armor on. Do I notice... I don't know. So can you actually clarify for me, too? How visible are runes on armor sets to other people?
They're pretty visible. Like you can just see them if they're not like covered. They're
Yeah.
in the armor.
I suppose I would notice the upgrades to my allies then.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
especially as an
Just
adventurer, you're used to looking for that kind of shit.
Oh, so we're saying that you didn't get the resilience at the time? Like,
I
we
mean,
kinda
I was at
adored
the
it?
bar with my armor and my weapons
Oh, okay.
while
Well,
you
then,
guys shop.
Allegro will say, "Oh yes, while you were at the bar, we also bought some more potency, and we got all of us resilience runes. Flash may be able to etch one onto your." He's gonna look at her clothing.
If you paid for her upgrades, you could etch them on real quick right now for the sake of brevity. If you'd like to do that, if you already paid for it.
Flash has
And
that
then-
ability,
yeah.
right? So.
Yeah, it's crafted,
Yes.
magic craft.
Yep.
There you go.
So you spend like the time to do it. You have the
Yeah.
magical upgrades
Just
that you
feel
paid
like-
for.
I honestly don't know if this is gonna make much of a difference. Kind of sad you guys went without me, but let's go. Whatever.
Yeah, while I take us to wherever it is we're going, I lead the way, I guess.
Very well. Are you going,
Yes.
everyone? Okie doke.
Yeah.
As you follow Anya out of Adinashire and or start into the cities, you kind of head out into the inner ring, head into the ingressing quarter. You get to it's kind of late in the night. And you get to a part of the town as you're getting closer to the gates, and as you're walking along, you're starting to kind of get down the street here. So you're kind of heading down this way.
I know this town. Oh fuck.
Yeah, this is the exact one from fucking yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if we get attacked by thieves,
I ran into this alleyway. Classic.
You
Yeah.
suddenly, as you're kind of walking down this alley, you see the trees begin to rustle as these three suddenly shift and become movement. There's no one else in the streets besides these
Oh,
three
no.
figures here that suddenly appear.
I'm gonna like move close to Allegro to like lean over and then under my breath
Two
as
more
quietly as
here.
possible. Just want to be like you're not gonna like this.
He's gonna
Ooh.
go.
You hear
Ah.
them all kind of speak in unison. Greetings! I am Conifer Mark II. Prepare to die. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Alright, sweet. Fun meta fact of rolling initiative. This is the post that Bjork put a kid's hands on.
That does make these the third units then, because Arboreal being a prototype. I guess it's Mark II, but there's a prototype version. Very interesting. Oh.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
This is perception, you said, right?
Perception on this one, yep.
Yeah, I'm not enthusiastic anyway. This makes sense.
The River King, Adelheid, and like the Bear Knights are still over here. There we go.
And have their modifying on. They rolled a 5 though, so I don't think it's gonna be very high.
That's what you get for announcing
I
yourself.
rolled a 6, so.
That's true.
Very stealthy.
Don't spoil things. Oh damn! There it is. That's perfectly fine by me, actually.
All right. Top of the round, as you kind of see these creatures, these sort of trees literally shift to life as they suddenly come and act towards you. What are you doing, Anyo?
I mean, he doesn't even know what these are. He's gonna look around confused and then wait till the end of the turn order. Because I don't even know what this is. I don't run and charge at something that's just randomly said weird shit.
It did say you prepare to die.
Yeah, even if they threaten your life.
I mean, he's in a bit of bewilderment. He wants to see what happens. He's like, it's
Okay.
almost like he's gonna charge.
You skip
at
your
them.
turn then.
Yeah.
Flash, what are you doing?
Flash is instantly incredibly pissed. And he's using a hero point to gain an action. And he's going to cast 2 flaming spears.
Spears or spears?
I don't know how to point where I want them.
It's spheres.
Okay.
Spheres.
Oh. I was like, that's a spell I've never heard of. What the fuck does that do?
Does sound very badass.
10d10 damage.
Hang on, I got something for you.
So,
This one? Perhaps this one will work? Oh, that doesn't work. Where's one that works? Here we go. I got something for you even better. This shall be your flaming sphere. This brazier. Put it where you want.
It rhymes.
one's there.
I have another one. Let me unlock it for you. There you go.
Okay. And then we'll put one here. Well, how did I balance the one on that guy and then the other one not?
Let's see if we can get it. Perfect. Just nudged in there. Okay, so they both need to make reflex saving throws, right?
Correct. DC 22.
Okay. They both critically succeed, and you see them as they jump agilely out of the way of the sphere and kind of into the next space, unaffected by the blast, I believe, with critical success. As they quickly and agilely dart, you see them like move almost quicker than you would expect a tree to move, especially after seeing oak. But these things are quite agile.
Well, joy.
Where should I be? I should have put on my turn order, right? Also, that's not because I said I wanted to wait.
You said you skip your turn, or were you?
No,
going to
I
the
wanted
bottom
to go to the bottom of the turn order. I wanna
Oh
see-
yeah, you're at the bottom. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. That puts you at the bottom of the ship. Okay, that puts us Flash. Yeah. That was that was all your actions. Those 2 actions each. Yeah. So there you go. Allegro.
Allegro, run
You
up.
see 2 flaming spheres suddenly appear as Flash conjures them. You see the creatures moving unnaturally fast, jumping out of the way. The spheres are still active.
Do they have weapons of any kind?
They do. They're carrying, it seems like, stone long swords,
Still long swords.
as well as one of their arms is kind of grown into like a bark-like shield from it's like part of their arm though.
Alright, he's going to... He walks with his shield and flail, so he's going to attack with the flail and then raise shield for his last action. Oh,
All right,
baby!
Ooh, go ahead and pull from the critical hit deck.
Ooh.
Shuffle
That part of
for
your
you.
like character sheet, you always crit on conifers. Specifically.
Wait, where is it?
It's over
I'm
yonder.
flying around looking.
It's over by the calendar and stuff.
Ah,
in
okay.
front of my DM,
Behind some
next to
black
the River
zones.
King's place. Yeah. Hidden
And
away
I will
in the city.
shuffle, 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 shuffle. Draw. Hit draw. Is it gonna do it? Let's hit it again. Okay.
You can just pull one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hold on.
And flip.
Oh.
Oh, I do that every time.
It is bludgeoning. Make one additional attack adjacent to the original target. Ooh.
That's
Using the
perfect.
same
That's cool.
modifier. Ah,
You could
cool.
use that against him, essentially. Yeah.
So that's two 20s.
Oh
Two
yeah, you
double
can use it
damage.
against him right there.
Same
Fuck
modifier.
yeah. You can crit against both of them. That's awesome.
All right. Well, then what's crazy is that this is a lightning flail, so it's also going to do shocking damage to both of them because it arcs
You
between.
roundhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. You're like bringing it around, swiping both, hitting them both in the head, colliding with both of their heads at the same time.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, that's pretty good. So that is
Double the modifier, remember.
yeah, and then another 2. Okay, so that is 22. Wait, 30 points of damage to each, and then a shock rune also means that I have to look it up because I don't know.
Should be 1d6 by default.
Yes, it is 1d6, so I rolled it twice, but then it also arcs when it's a critical hit to adjacent foes. So it's also
Oh,
going to
and they
do.
both got hit, so they both bounce to each other.
Yeah.
And then you'll double damage.
Uh,
That's so stupid. Wow. Holy
yeah, that is
crap.
stupid. I'll figure out the damage and then I'll write it down. You can just go to the next person.
Well,
Unless,
what's the damage?
okay. Shock.
Because it's a lot of
And
damage
then-
right now.
On a critical electricity arcs to deal an equal amount of electricity damage to up to 2 other foe creatures of your choice within 10 feet. So then it doubles the doubled electricity damage. So that would be 14.
How do you want to do it?
So
You're getting close.
all told, that is 22, 30, 38 points of damage.
To both of them?
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
He's just going to kind of bring his flail across in just a swinging motion, hitting both of them with electricity arcing, and say, "Back to Hyboria with both of you."
As your flail hits the first head, you see it just shatter and impact and explode the head, and in full momentum, not even slowing it down. The end of the flail goes into the second head of the one standing next to it. It also explodes, and they both go limp and fall to the ground. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah,
That's a lot of damage.
that's lucky for that shock rune, and that critical card. And then he just raises his shield. That's
They begin to run forward. This one 5, 10, 15, and is going to go ahead and just make 2 attacks at you. So that's going to be 19 and 27.
19 misses, 27 hits, but he's going to use his shield block.
27. All right, so he absorbs some of the damage. It's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 30 points of bludgeoning damage, funny enough, as he just whacks. He doesn't even go in for a stab. He goes in for a whack with this big, heavy stone longsword. It's more of a club than a sword, honestly. As he just impacts you with it, it hurts. Hurts a lot.
The fuck? Okay, sure, I guess. He instantly breaks my shield.
Oh, nice.
As the blade collides with the shield, you feel the shield just crush under the impact, the forceful blow. Seems these creatures aren't very hardy, but they are powerful.
All right. Gotta repair that now.
And let's see. That was that one. This one is going to, these two, in fact, are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. what's its speed real quick? Okay, so that's 2 actions for it to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 2 actions for it to get there. And they're each going to make attack. One against you, Unyo, one against you, Flash.
Okay.
The one against Unyo is going to be really low. That's a 15 against Unyo, and against you, Flash, that is a 23.
Misses.
So you see as they just kind of run up with their big, heavy long swords and just swing, but you both manage to duck out of the way just in time.
That
As the blade
critically
swings
fails
forward.
against me. Not that matters.
I believe they get like a minus. We'll play safe for now. They get a minus 2 to their attack as the blade hits your armor, and you see it kind of just vibrate through this tree structure, kind of shaking it even to its treely core, kind of making it stutter for a moment, and it kind of regains its composure, but it's gonna suffer a minus 2 to its next attack.
Okay.
And then Bephalia.
I assume this one's next to him. We'll take one action to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then use the tumble through to get behind him. Use the performance to get on the other side. Oh gosh.
Yeah, if it would have been on your turn, it'd be easier to like retroactively face.
I get it.
But
Yeah, I'll take it.
Passed it now.
It is what it is.
Does a 34 work for tumble through?
3d4 or 34?
34 to tumble through.
Oh, I thought you said 3d4. I was like, wait, what? Gotcha. Yeah, no, you tumble through.
Okay, let's do this in order. So I gain panache, which gives me a 15-foot movement speed bonus. That won't be important. Next up, fascinating performance. So I rolled a perform check. I compared the result of the roll or assurance to the will DC of up to 4 nearby observers, anyone who has eyes on me, to any degree that might be tracking my movement, for example. On failure, target becomes fascinated by for 1 round. In combat, they have to. I must critically succeed, and the target becomes the incapacitation trait if they critically fail against a 34 for performance, and it's their will DC.
That was a lot. So you make a performance check and do what? If they
It's
critically fail, they get what happens to them?
It's incapacitation trait.
Okay. So you're doing that?
Yeah, I did the tumble through already. It triggers on the tumble through because it's a performance act.
Okay. So if it's a critical succeed, they are incapacitated.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's not a critical succeed, actually. 34.
On any
not
of them?
quite.
Oh, yeah, I guess any of them that are observing. So yeah, okay. She'll turn around and hit with precise strike, and then so this will drop.
They're pretty reflexive, actually. They got a lot of reflex.
It's a will DC, not a reflex.
But I thought you said it was based on the check you just made.
No. I roll a performance check to tumble through, and then it's against their will DC. It's just fascinating performance.
Fascinating performance is the name of the feat? Yeah, that'd be way easier. Just let me look at it.
Yeah. I'm an expert in performance with 4 people. But yeah.
Fascinated by you for 1 round. Okay, fascinated.
Well, keep
Yeah, I
reading.
gotcha. Okay. Up to 4. Are you expert?
Yep.
And this is a. Actually, they're immune. No, they're not immune to mental traits. So yeah, you're good. Yeah. So then you make 4 will against your will. Then you make 4 will checks against your will DC. Will DC.
Is it not? Just
No,
like-
you compare the result to their will DC.
Yeah.
So 34 to their will DC. Let me check what their will DC is. Yes, their will DC. That'll be 10 plus their will. Where's their will? Where's their will? Yeah, their will is 21. So yeah, no, they fail. So they're fascinated on you and incapacitated.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what that means because it's not on your chart for stats, but it's APG, I think, which is why.
Incapacitation? That's a trait. It's not a condition.
Oh, I don't know what that means. What does that do effectively? I don't even know. Incapacitation.
Any creature or more than twice the spell's level treats the result of their check to prevent being hit. But it doesn't say what happens. They're just fascinated, is all it is. It's just incapacitation is a trait. It just means it's one success degree with success worse because of incapacitation. An ability with this trait can take a character completely out of the fight and kill it, and it's harder to use a more powerful character. If a spell has incapacitating trait, any creature of more than twice the spell's level treats the result of their check to prevent being incapacitated 1 degree success better. What level spell is this?
It's not a spell; it's a feat.
Well, what level feat is it?
I have to go to Path Builder for that one sec. Load failure.
Well, we're just gonna say they're fascinated because that's what it means. It means they're fascinated because
doesn't-
fascination
well,
is a trait.
it's
not a
set.
condition.
Yeah. I'm so confused though, because fascination is the succeed, but they can't. It doesn't really do anything in combat.
Incapacitation is a trait that all it means that if a creature's higher level than the spell or whatever effect you use, it gets a better success rate, apparently. And then the fascinate, so it's just fascinated. It's going to be fascinated. Yeah, they're compelled to focus your attention on something. That's what it does. It makes you fascinated on you.
It just comes with what's it called? Swashbuckler. So it's level 1.
Yeah. So yeah, they would actually move up from critical fail to fail, because they're twice the level higher than the ability.
Gotcha. There you go. Cool. They do end up just fascinated, whatever that means. And then yeah, Precise Strike. Yeah,
if
it doesn't
critical
really
fail does anything else, but it would still just move up itself. That's a weird wording. We'll have to look into that.
And plus 17 is 30. Wait, 17 and 15. That's 32 to hit with
That
precise.
is.
Cool. I take all my damage here for a second. So we're doing. I don't have any striking runes. This is 1d8 plus 2 frost is 2d6 plus 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's plus 5.
It's going to use a shield block reaction, and it's going to block some of this.
It's 30
as it
damage.
suddenly put its shield up. 30 damage.
Wait, didn't this one move
there's
to
also
me
an
and
element.
attack twice?
There's also an element.
It's a reaction.
Yeah, but he had to raise the shield in order to use that reaction.
It just a shield block is there. Oh, I guess does he have to have his let me
Trigger
check.
while you
Oh,
have your shield
Yeah,
raised.
the shield has
You
its
have to
raised.
raise the
Yeah,
shield.
so he would have to raise his shield. Shit, that sucks. Yeah, I can't just shield block. Yeah, no, he doesn't shield block it. Never mind.
Yeah. Of the 30 damage, 9 of it's frost, if that matters at all. For better or worse.
30. Is any of it bludgeoning or piercing?
I mean, the entire attack's bludgeoning is unarmed strike.
Okay, so what's the total damage?
30.
30. How you gonna do it? It does have resistance to bludgeoning, but you're still doing enough damage to like kill it with the carryover.
It's pretty cool. As I tumble through and swing around it, with my my fist, I'll reach into the back of it. Phalea's arm just kind of going into the creature, as like she reaches up and just grabs like a chunk of whatever's inside of what this chest cavity would be, and just tears it out the back. And then, as she's pulling, put her foot on the back of it and kick it down to the ground. And then
You do that.
finish it off. She'll like hold both of her hands out and look at them, and like turn to Allegro and be like, no striking runes either. She'll laugh.
All right.
Prep to
Anya, what are you doing?
I'm swiping 2 in front of me, so I roll to hit them both with no attack penalty
Alright.
because it's a swipe. So on the first
Using
one,
it's a 2-action use that ability, isn't it? It's the swipe.
yeah,
ability,
but it's
yeah.
the multiple attack doesn't appear till after.
Yeah.
So that's a 30 to hit the first one.
It's a barbarian feat. You picked that up as a multi-class.
No,
Swipe is a barbarian flourish. Did you
it's
pick it up? Is it also a fighter?
it's just it's barbarian fighter flourish. It's
Oh, there's a
both
fighter one.
level
Yeah.
4. Yep.
I got you.
I was very confused then. Did I archetype? So one of them takes
That's what I
30 to
thought for
hit,
a second.
and the other one
30
takes.
to hit.
That's a 20, 30. That's a 33 to hit the other one.
Those both hit.
Sweet.
Hang,
They both just hit.
yes. Actually, pretty IAC. You guys have been rolling really well, which is good.
So I want to roll them separately because it's weird. 1, 2, 3. So this will be on the first one. 18 plus 4. So this one takes 22 damage. There we go. And the other one.
You cleave into these with a one fell swoop on both of them. You just see like splinters and branches start to break off from your shovel, just impacting with both of their wooden bodies. And they look extremely rough. Feels like one more good smack would probably kill them.
Oh, well, that's a shame. What else can I even do? I could swing again. It's not going to hurt. I'll swing at the one in front of Flash. That'll be nice. There you go, Flash. I'm going to help you, buddy. It's a minus, what, 10? Because second.
Yeah, it takes a
attack
second.
two.
Yeah, it's third attack technically.
Yeah.
Because it
but
counts as 2 attacks rolled attack penalty, but it doesn't like do it before. It does it after. So yeah, you have minus 10.
Okay, that's fine. That's a 21.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
As you see, as it just kind of clinks and catches into the wood of this one, it kind of just looks at you, barely holding itself together, and I am arboreal. I mean, conifer. I will
That's
play you. It seems to be malfunctioning.
fair enough. That's my
Kind
turn.
of it starts shaking his head, kind of impulsively, and go back and forth, and seems to kind of be containing multiple spirits bound to it.
Oh no. Oh. It's Flash's turn again. It's mind him.
It is. What are you doing, Flash?
Okay, I'm gonna drop the concentration on this one. So that.
All right.
Sustain this one. I don't know if I can roll it over that.
You could roll
So-
it through it technically.
Roll through these two, and as soon as it rolls to this one, while this one is trying to react and dodge, I'm going to, and then finally leave it here. Oops. I'm going to move here.
Mhm.
Wow, that's kind of. So I guess they both need to make.
They did 22 and 18.
22 is the DC, so that one is, I guess, takes half damage, and 18 fails, so that's 3d6.
So you see this one in the front is blown away by the sphere here, or the sphere as it moves in. It is incinerated and destroys this one entirely as it bursts into flames. This one only takes half damage and is looking extremely rough. It looks like it barely has a breath left inside of it. But you were doing something else with the
Yeah. There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah, Flash normally wouldn't go in for this a level of overkill, but he's really pissed, so he just leans forward, opened his mouth as wide as he can, and just unleashes a just long torrent of lightning out of his mouth.
I think the minimum damage will kill it. So how do you want to do it?
Well, he could critically succeed. These guys are.
Oh, that is true. That is true. He could critically succeed. Like even like if half damage will almost definitely kill him. So if he doesn't critically succeed, yeah, he rolled a 16.
Yeah, so I just unleashed and just kind of started his feet and just cranked my head all the way up, just sending lightning shooting into the sky as it goes through his head and rips the tree in half.
And you see it as he's kind of like his head's kind of still kind of skimming out, kind of seemingly one of the other spirits trying to take over of whatever's bound to him. You see as it's about to try to make an attack or do something, but suddenly its head is splintered apart by the spectacular lightning blast. He falls headless, and with that, there it is. But you see a few village folk kind of peeking out of their doors. Here you kind of see a few of the villagers kind of pop out of their door and like, everything all right out here?
He's
Heard
Australian.
some wild things.
If I have any of that thing's guts still in my hand, I'll just kind of hold it up and be like, "Yeah, we got it."
Ah, right. We'll go back to bed then. They head
Have
inside.
a good night. Sleep well.
And Flash is just taking that flaming sphere and just rolling it back and forth over those two trees, just incinerating them all.
Yeah.
Ah, lovely.
Burn all the bodies
Hey,
with the sphere.
Flash, what was wrong with that one? She'll point at the ground where you breathing flamed him.
What was wrong with which one?
Oh, he said a different name than the rest of them. Are they like more important?
They were both companions of ours. One died earlier and then was taken over by another spirit, his body. But as far as we know, they were both members of the Conclave.
Gotcha. Obvious enemies then.
Uh-huh. That was really weird.
Like he was gonna lay on hands himself.
You do that. Anyo, you feel still the need to go towards your destination.
Yes. Come, let us...
Oh, wait, can we take a
Oh,
moment? He's gonna lift up his broken shield and be like, I just need Flash to help me out if he could.
How long?
10 minutes.
Can you do it on the road? Can you do it while we walk 10 minutes, or do you have to stand still?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't need my shield. And he's just gonna put the shield on his back and take out his rancer.
Okay. I mean, Flash could still be repairing it on the move, right? 10 minutes, or does he have to stand still? I don't know if
He'd
that...
have to be like in
I
a
don't-
position.
I
where he
don't
could
think
do
a little
crafting.
goblin could hold my shield and repair it while I was walking.
It'd be hard for a human because like while walking down the road, hammering out blacksmithing is kind of you kind of stop and put it down on a table and kind of
In the middle of the
really
night.
flat surface. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get to place. I say,
There might not be fighting. It's
Well, we
no.
didn't expect fighting in this town either, but now we know. And there's gonna be even more
Onwards.
trees outside of town.
They hop over Flash's shoulders, apparently.
let's go to place wherever
Alright.
Onyo is heading.
You all kind of continue heading out of town, eventually heading out of the ingressing quarter into the sort of wilds around Adina Shire. This takes you out of the south eastern gate here in the map here, and takes you out into the wilderness that way through a large thicket of pine trees.
Oh no.
You walk along this pine tree trail for about an hour or so until you eventually come to the spot that you remember that you take off the trail. This is where you just walk straight into the wilderness, and eventually you'll find the camp/river. You do that. You walk directly towards that, and eventually you see off in the distance a small, as the night time kind of illuminates it, a small like smoky fire kind of billowing in the very edge of your vision. Likewise, you see the outline and shadows of 2 horses as well as a cart, and it seems like a small tent is set up here. I'll kind of move your figures over to show you where you are over here, but you'll be kind of on the far side here. Here we go. Perfect. Peep over yonder at the far right of our table here.
Ah.
You'll kind of come
This is
across. This is more of this because you got to wander off the path. This is off in the wilderness a little bit.
Oh, okay. I don't know what this like.
This is the river.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a little creek. Well, more like a stream.
Cool. Let's Yeah, you say what I need to do. I don't know, maybe I need to contact them, a guy, to come and Rumpelstiltskin them.
Yeah, you all see the large, almost looks like a half-giant sort of creature. It's like larger than a man, like 8-9 feet tall, with its strange bulbous features, grayish skin, and Allegro and Flash. You actually recognize this creature. As you kind of get a better glimpse at it from far away angles, you kind of get closer. You kind of see the campfire is kind of illuminating some of its features, and it is a furbog that you have met before on your travels. In a big cage.
I can
Furbolgs in the cage?
stealth. You want me?
Yeah, let's get behind this before you guys step up there. Like a bunch of, we should probably talk about what we're gonna do. Because I would know that's my guy.
It's like
And
that
I-
scene in
Probably. You were after a furbog.
Yeah. So I know that. Well, I was told to come here, and that's a furbog, and he's in was it like a jail carriage.
Yep.
So I'm gonna need to break him out if I want to talk to him. And they're gonna let their prisoner go because he wants to sign some paper. Okay, I'll go to the group and say,
We need to get that guy out.
Yes, we do. He's our friend.
Oh, all the better. Plan?
Well, I only see 2 guards. We can try to sneak him out, but he's kind of big. Well, I do have one possibility.
Ooh.
What?
Yes, if we can all be quiet, or at least just some of us, I can make us invisible.
My eyes beam at that. Oh, wait, actually, you see Philia pull out of her pocket a small wayfinder. And you see embroidered one with a rune etched on the back of it.
Hmm.
One step ahead of you. She taps and
Allegro,
becomes invisible.
Allegro would like to use Augury and see what talking with these guys would result in.
Death.
Yes.
Like-
Let me pull up the
We don't get to see
specifics
them at
of
all?
the augury spell.
Or is it just...
You can see them. You can see them. That they're currently over the fire. It seems like they're cooking some sort of meat. You got to smell the roasted flesh kind of coming off the fire, and they're you kind of hear the chatter of them kind of small talking. You kind of hear them kind of like, "How long do I bore ya? My bones are tired." This one's kind of going on. It's not too long yet. We just have to get to Bell Reach. We can get travel there.
Change of plan, guys. We take these guys down.
Hey, small one. You hear from like an invisible noise beside you. It's Phalia. Surprise. She's gonna lean on. Look, if you're trying to gain a mass to go invade wherever the hell this is, would you not want to perhaps bring one of these people alive, or even just like a non-charred corpse back to the River King to show that now that they're in his territory? I don't know a lot about politics, but I just want to point out that maybe that might be a good reason for him to help you guys.
Yeah, I'm not saying we have to kill these guys.
Ah,
I'm just saying we should take them down.
like if you want, if someone else is stealthy, we could just grapple them, and the other two we can just signal to come over the edge.
Wheel. Allegro.
Oh,
Wheel.
okay. Allegra's gonna just turn to Flash and be like, I think we can talk to them. Desna is giving me a sign that it could work.
Okay. Any idea what we say?
That
To
she
wheel.
does not tell me with.
All right.
Wheel.
Anybody have,
Them and then talk to them later.
anybody have any ideas of how we approach it?
If you have invisibility, you can get me close. I can eat an onion, and I can
TikTok.
send them to next week.
She's getting bored. She's gonna start getting a better vantage point from another area. See what's up.
I
Start
can
moving.
Make a stealth check if you're trying to move without getting seen, going
Yep.
over this hill.
Second
Unless
best.
you're invisible.
I am
You're
invisible.
right? So yeah, you can make a stealth check just for the noise, but you should be all right.
I can dash in and knock both of them down.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, it's a 34.
Yeah, you're all right.
I can just
You
charge
make
it.
no noise. In fact, it seems like Philly, to you guys, Phalia might as well just still be there because you didn't hear anything move away.
I guess we're still discussing.
Do you want to talk, or we can just charge at them? Up to you, butterfly boy.
Allegra, is your call. Either we talk to them or we try to incapacitate them.
If there's chance for peaceful resolution, I think we should take that. But we do have the means. It's 2 men. They may be powerful, but we do have the means of stopping them if need be.
Here's an idea. Me and Flash go around invisible, and you try talking to them. If they don't want to,
That's
We
fine
can
by me.
charge them.
I need another stealth check as you cross this little stream, though, Phalia.
Mm-hmm.
As moving through the water would make a little more noise, you disturb it. But you are invisible.
26.
Kind of stealthily creep through the water, push up to the edge of this cart, and you can kind of hear them talking more about other things. You know, this prisoner here, one of our agents died to get him into our custody. You should be more vigilant. I know you've been in with our service for a while, but come on. A little bit of time on the road isn't that much of a bad thing. We are druids after all. Well, some more than others. Hey! What is that supposed to mean? You see them kind of arguing and kind of going on and on. You see the cage? It is kind of a door-like structure on the back side, actually, the side you're facing. It could theoretically be open and unlocked on this side.
Yeah. Oh, it can like without a key, like it's just like a
No, it could theoretically be open and unlocked if you like.
Oh, I see.
It's like a lock.
I want to know if there's like bolts, or if this wheel's just kind of like basically on there. I'd try to.
The wheel is like a metal kind of structure that's kind of forged with the cart. It does have you basically would have to lift the cart off of its axle, like lift it up, and then it would just slide off. What's keeping it on is the weight of the cart. Basically, you could lift the cart up and you could pull the wheel off pretty much easily.
Hmm.
But without that, it'd be hard to pull the wheel off.
Yeah.
Little dynamics.
Burning torch, vanishing wayfinder, dancing scars, hand from mighty blows. I don't have spells, so just limits what I can do.
While you
here.
think about that, what are the rest of the three of you doing? Because you guys still assume Phaley is right next to you, waiting for the plan.
Allegra
I'll go
talks, we
ahead.
go invisible.
I'll cast invisibility sphere, and I will cast it including Allegra until we get at least closer, and then I will
Yeah.
release him from the invisibility, like right behind the cart.
Okay.
Gotcha. You're kind of getting the horses kind of untied at this process point. You all right? I need you all to make stealth checks as you all fade from invisibility. So you just try not to make noise crossing through this and the river. We'll just kind of put it all in one. And really, the river part is you kind of cross over the river.
Just follow the leader.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm.
Whoops.
That's a
Bunch of guys
shit.
with heavy armor.
That's a
Great
shit.
stealth, those.
My good rolls had to end eventually.
In fact, it doesn't matter if you get, like, you don't want to be invisible.
This is one of my 2 specialties.
What's your stealth roll, Flash? Oh, I see the dice roller. Here, let me lock your dice roller in place, so at least you won't have as much trouble like grabbing it. Now you won't be able to grab it. You can just only grab dice.
18.
18.
Oh, you are an expert. I should have just followed you.
You kind of just Phaley, you kind of hear this too. You hear just a splashing of sounds like someone stomping through water almost. And the 2 druids like, Turbo, hey, did you hear that? Yes, I did. It's probably just a fish or something. Just leave it alone. Nah, that weren't no fish. Kind of picks up his big, like vine-covered great sword and kind of starts walking forward.
Hello there.
Hello? Who's out there?
Allegro kind of wants to come out of the invisibility, but like come out from behind the cart.
Yeah, and I'll release him as soon as he gets behind the cart.
Yeah.
He kind of holds his weapon up. Hey, stop
Allegro's-
right there!
He's got his hands up.
Well, on the official conclave business, you won't be interfering. And you kind of see as his partner kind of spring up. Hey, oh, there actually is someone.
And Flash is. I'm gonna go underneath the cart.
Oh, I want to like walk up.
The horses are untied, but they're just horsing around. You know.
Like I mean, like untied from like the carriage, or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, you untied them at this point. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. That's all I'm curious about.
Allegro's just gonna
I have
go.
a really good secret check. I just don't know if I have tools.
He's gonna go. Excuse me, gentlemen. I hear that you are working with Hyboria. I know that Furbolg in there. He's a good man.
What makes you think we're Hyborian?
Well, pardon me, but you are speaking quite loudly.
Oh, jeez.
You're at least working for them.
I knew we should have just kept going and not stopped. You needed to rest. Look, I'm the senior officer here. You won't be questioning me. Look, we're on official conclave business. No need to interfere. This is just simply a rogue druid who is a danger to all.
I know this druid. He's a man of peace. He wouldn't attack anything. He is no danger to Hyboria or the Conclave. He should be released.
What he says and what he can do differ.
But if he doesn't use his powers for evil, all he wants to do is live in a little group with his friends. He wants to have feasts and entertain guests. He's very peaceful. He's of no danger to anyone.
Make a diplomacy check.
All right. But he also was kind of... Can I do... It's up to you if you want to let me do this, but I would have also used my Necklace of the Occult to cast Guidance.
It'd be visual.
Well, it's not a deck.
You could if you want. You kind of it looks like you just kind of clutch your symbol and it glows briefly. Your cold symbol.
That is a 22.
As he looks. We have certain. What's the word? Protocols in these situations. It's for the good of everyone. If we let one go, we have to let another go, and so on and so forth, and then they lead to these chaotic druid societies that can threaten the very natural balance of the world. It is not safe. You must understand. They must be kept in line, regardless of if they are what their intentions are at the moment. Intentions change. Things change.
Is it really the peaceful druids that are the danger, or the Conclave that works in all nations and captures and re-educates those that do no harm to anyone else? We were just attacked.
We were chosen by the three to carry on the legacy of An's will. We have more right to say what is druidic than any other, and to question that it's heresy.
I am a happy heretic when it comes to the conclave.
He draws his blade. I think it's best if you just move on then.
I'm gonna stealth to get within grappling range.
We will be releasing the Furbolg, and I would hope to make it as peaceful as possible.
If I see the guy in front of me flinch at all, I want to go for a grapple.
He's
I
already
was-
holding his blade like extended towards Allegro.
I guess
Yeah.
we start combat. You hit that guy, I hit this guy. Or
I'm
grapple.
not hitting. I'm grappling. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
You wouldn't see that. You wouldn't see that. No, you'd have to make your own decision about what you're gonna do.
No,
here.
if he was going for his blade, I said that. He just said, "I'm a heretic." He's gonna stop fighting. I'm ready in my shovel.
Billy's also not
What are you
invisible.
doing?
Oh, you are invisible? How'd you get invisible?
Yeah,
Oh,
and she didn't. She's not part of our plan.
She had a wayfinder
okay,
invisibility thingy.
Vanishing Wayfinder.
Arr.
So I'll go in for the grapple. I don't know what that is. It's strength or no?
It's
athletic.
just an athletics check against his DC.
Let's see. What do I have for the bonus? Worth rerolling. Yeah. Whatever. Oh, I don't have hero point, so that's dirty 20.
You would have won because of
Oh, I do have.
halftime. Where are you?
I doubt it's worth it. This isn't my shtick, anyways. I don't care. Dirty 20 to try to grapple.
Against the old man. Check his stats. Yeah, you grab him from the back, and he drops his blade in front. As suddenly Phalia appears behind the man, and this druid says, "Stop!" As he prepares a spell and is about to cast it at you, like holding it, like holding
as I
the
say
spell,
that-
not casting it.
Can I swing as soon as failure
Yeah.
jumps at that guy?
Like I'll rotate us to have him in front between us.
So is he flat-footed to me? Because I don't know on there.
Yep.
Because I'm behind it. Oh, sweet. So it's -2. Jeez. AC. I am going to power attack. Just 2 actions, but you know, straight into this guy, and that is a hero point. So get rid of that one. Bye bye. That's better. That's a 22, 31, 33 to hit.
33 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That crits.
Yay! And it was a power attack, so extra damage die. Let's see if it kills him, and then I'll choose how far I throw his body. So 4d10, but 8d10 because it crit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4.
Jesus.
That's 50 damage. Does he
You
die?
see if your club impacts him, he just turns into meat splinters and just explodes.
This
Ah!
I'll whisper in this dude's ear and be like, look, you don't have to become confetti.
What have you done? My partner. He
I
was
don't-
nice, but he didn't deserve that.
It's just
Yeah.
said flying 60 feet in every direction.
I mean, if you're scared of him, none of us have attacked you yet. I don't know if that was a really poor way of phrasing that, but like as an attempt to intimidate, I guess.
He's already at your mercy. I don't know what else you want from him.
I don't know. I'll
If you're trying
I'll
to scare him for like information, then maybe.
I'll
And
like
ask him
turn
something.
Allegro and I'll ask, do you want me to put him down and I'll like pick up the sword?
We can just tie him up for now. We don't have to go beyond that. I'm not quite sure that was the outcome Desna expected.
Yeah, I'll hold him until you're ready to you're done tying him.
Yeah.
And I'll pick up his weapon and stash that away somewhere in my many pockets.
And Flesh is going to come out from underneath and then start unlocking the door in the back. To the-
All right, make a thievery check.
17.
You try to pick this log. It's a little too intricate, however, as you kind of just start picking at it. You start to feel the pressure on your tools begin to bend. You pull out before breaking them.
No. You're doing all wrong. Here, can I see for a second? I don't have mine with me.
Certainly. Hand him over.
Yeah, Fayla will give her a shot at trying to do this.
Roll thievery.
Yay.
Of course, the guys probably have a key.
Plus,
No,
probably, but we're cool, so that's a 28.
The flick of the wrist and a little twirl there. Yeah, click the lock open and it gives way.
do a
Give him
little
back
backflip.
his tools and
Yeah,
give him a
panache.
little nod. Good job. And then I'll walk away.
I want to open the door and see Mr.
Yeah.
Man.
He's there currently seemingly unconscious at the moment, just kind of laying there on the hay floor.
Well,
Yeah, I'll climb up in there and then
Yeah,
see if
drag
I
him
can wake him.
Unyo sort of drags him out and pulls him out into the floor here, or out the back, and sort of sitting on the ground. Still unconscious.
Do we see any? Are there any visible?
He's not like damaged or anything, but he is just, unconscious. He's like
I shake him.
as you shake him, whoa, what's going on? Oh, hey Allegro and Flash, how's it going?
It's going well. I'm glad to see you again. I'm sorry to see that you were
Who's this
captured.
little guy?
That's our friend Anyo. He helped in your rescue.
Take the helmet
Wow.
off. Do a little bow.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, I don't really remember much what happened after our dinner. We went on a little bit of a trip, try to find a new place. We felt like that wasn't going to be safe anymore after what we talked about. And then some trees knocked us out. Was weird.
And you're the only one here. I'm so sorry. We haven't seen any
Yeah, I
of your
haven't seen
other.
they split us up, my family and I would like to find them again.
Do you have a way to track them or locate them?
No. Not that I know of. Maybe something in the old druidic text, but I wasn't really a good student when I was studying in Hyboria. I figure there's a way, but I don't know of it. I've heard of scrying magics and such, but I don't have that capability.
Flash turns and walks over to the druid. To the capture that Lenny.
Failure.
The Thalia. That's it.
is holding.
And you kind of see him looking at there. Do what you will with me. I am tired of this. If you're going to kill me, get it over with.
No one's killing you yet. What is your name?
And let me go.
I am not letting you go.
I don't know how either of those sound like viable options to you.
My name is Amos,
Amos.
and the man you killed was Joran. Remember that name when you sleep.
Anus. Got it.
Amos.
Where did
Nice
you
to meet
take
you,
your
Anus.
Where did you take our friend's family?
He sighs. I do not know. We split up for this exact reason, to keep renegade druids from being broken out by their traitorous brethren.
Aw, are you scared?
Yes, my friend exploded.
No, I
It
mean
was
of,
pretty traumatic.
no, not of that. Of like other druids.
You should be too. They could destroy the world as you know it.
Who tells you these lies?
It is simply the doctrine of the Archdruid. It has been this way since the Conclave's conception. So very long ago.
So
And
one
that
druid
doesn't seem wrong to you.
espouses the power of other druids to keep it consolidated, and you don't question that,
One druid and a council.
of course.
Your merit gets you to the places in this council. The best of the druids are selected for that. That seems the best way to do it, if you ask me.
You mean those who follow orders the best?
Depending on your point of view, maybe.
Sounds very civilized.
And how many so-called rogue druids have you put down?
Me personally, or the Conclave?
You, person.
Me, none. I simply bring them. I have
And how
never
many-
had to slay one myself.
And how many have you brought for their and been
Oh,
them put down?
countless through my lifetime. Hundreds, maybe thousands.
And you never stop to question it or to feel guilt.
Nope. Some of them even came and joined the Conclave after they saw sense of what their powers could be. The ones that didn't, well,
I'll
it's
lean over
better
his
to
body.
cut out a weed instead of let it grow and infest your garden.
That sounds very undruidic of you. I don't know a lot, but nature to me rings as like fundamentally chaos.
Nature is about balance, not about good or evil. It's about striking a balance between the two.
Right, which begs the question why you seek uniformity.
You know not of our ways, outsider.
Yep.
But you are outside of your way.
Are you a druid?
No.
And what
But
do
I
you
knew
know of our druidic ways?
I have a druid friend.
Had.
I knew one that you took from us.
If she was taken, it was for good reason, and you should rejoice. Your friend is given a chance to better control their abilities.
Excuse me, she? You know her?
I said they.
Yeah, I don't buy it. Hey, look, I don't like the concept of staying outside in the cold for like long periods of time for no reason. I say we bring him back to the River King and do a little bit of explaining.
That could be best.
Maybe bringing any remains of the charred corpses of the other people that fought us, if we can find them on the way back, or even just witnesses who kind of saw the end of that with us to the king as well.
We've probably earned enough that we don't need to drag common folk for witnesses, but let us.
Possibly. Yeah, we could note that we have witnesses, worst case, and we can try to find them later if the king asks.
Let's. Flash is going to begin searching Amos for any items, any keys, letters, any kind of thing on it.
You make a seek check as you start to search his body over. Perception check. As you start to kind of feel him down, rattle his body, he's like, "What are you looking for? Some sort of magical artifact? I do not carry such trivialities."
24.
And you're gonna search his pouch, kind of pour things out, look over his correspondence. You do find one particular piece of documentation that's interesting. It is a sort of logbook on all of the different druids and stuff that he has helped transport in his time. It's a very thick text that kind of goes on and on and on and on. And you notice each of the pages are almost natural tree bark. It's kind of, but they're extremely thin. Seems to be druid crafted, like formed from the naturally from just druidic magics. These texts.
And if I go to the back, do I see lineas anywhere in it?
Make a well. As you're gonna flip through it, make a just a perception check. As you flip through, there's a lot of names, so you'd be flipping through it just to see if you catch the name.
15.
Just flipping through it real quick. You kind of start looking through. There's no like organized. It's organized by date, and that kind of helps a lot. So you kind of got to look for the time around when she was missing, expected to be missing, when she was captured, and you do not see anything corresponding to Linnea.
Tuck the book into a bag in my robe.
Are you done robbing me?
We are not done with you yet. Let us bind his hands and put him in this wagon.
Denishire's
Perhaps
stance on human trafficking. I'll like yell that out.
It's not at all what it is.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't ask you. I don't expect you to be a expert in society's laws. No offense. Pat him on the back.
Nature's law rules above all.
Allegra, help me bind and gag this man and get him in this cart.
Allegra was watching Feinthal and Anya, but he'll just kind of take one last glance and be like, yes, okay.
You bind his hands and gag him. He's like, "Oh, don't think I'll hurt." He kind of gets cut off as you just wrap his mouth. And he kind of goes on and on for a while, and eventually gives up and just let's go. Going silent.
He's gonna escort him into the cart.
You kind of put him in there, and there he is in there.
And then redo
Were
the
there
lock.
anything of note in the explosion remains?
Not much is left intact.
What about in the tent or in the general area?
As you look around the tent, you do see a lot of like general supplies, and like kind of searching that area, you find a total of just 150 gold worth of just small little kind of symbols of various denominations and qualities, kind of carved of On's respective symbol, which is a kind of a large embellished tree. Kind of a lot of those. You find these strange sort of seals structures that kind of bear that same visage on it, but stamped onto like a wooden leaf-like piece of bark. Not much besides that that would be of value to you. There's some food supplies and other basic things, but besides 150 gold worth of the denomination iconographies, the other seals, like the wooden bark seals, you don't know how these would be valuable to you. But you can take them if you'd like.
Yeah, I would kind of gather it all and
Okay, you can mark down in your inventory just somewhere Juridic Seals of Integrity. You find about 6 of those, and you can mark down the 150 gold worth of on iconography. And there you go.
So do we take him back, or is there somewhere else we need to go?
After Allegra locks up the cart, he's going to go and be like, say, Anyo, I know that you work for devils. What do devils want with Feinthal?
I mean,
Yeah, we were just kind of talking about that actually. Is that why you're here, little man? I didn't think you were here about that.
yeah.
I Do I like owe you my soul now or something? I don't really know how these things work. I was just kind of desperate.
I mean,
But I didn't sign nothing yet. What?
depends on specifically what you did.
I didn't sign nothing. I just I asked for help to everything I could think of. I didn't think anything would respond.
Oh,
Wow.
fine, though.
I came.
Well, can you help me get my family back?
Me? No, but I know a guy.
I I would do what I have to,
Okay,
whatever that takes.
is gonna draw a little circle. Unless Allegro wants to, I don't know, talk to him about family.
If only you could like select pen strokes and copy and paste the drawings places.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably just be like,
You can
Fine.
make it Cal.
$5.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh yeah, you have some.
you know what you're doing,
I
right?
don't have a cool devil circle though.
Yeah, it's just a white chalk circle.
Not
Very-
really, but if it gets my family back, I think it's worth it.
I mean, our party gave up souls for items, so in the grand scheme of things, giving up your soul for your family's pretty good. Find those, or no, he's gonna be like, our friend Arboreal, who we met with. You met him. He signed away his soul to a devil, and when the contract was fulfilled, when he died, he was in agony. He told us of nonstop torture. I know your family.
Yeah, that's what I've heard of hell. Yeah, I'm
I'll speak up. I can vouch.
if that like I said, if that is what is to come, that's what the price I have to pay. See my family not in the hands of the people that took me. They weren't very nice to me, I'll have you know. They were very rude in our time together.
Let us see if we can help you find them first.
I'll help you in any way I can, so you can avoid this fate. I won't stop you if this is what you want to do, and
I just didn't see any other option. I didn't want to impose or anything.
if we can find a place to start, then we will certainly help.
Great pentagram.
As an oh my
If
goodness.
you have another option, I mean, I might. I mean, that'd be better, yeah, than eternal suffering.
We don't have any idea where they are. We've gotten no
But if
clues.
you're willing to help,
Where were you taken from?
just we were heading south. We were trying to find a new home where you guys ran into us in our little grove that we had. We packed up and left. It wasn't too far from there. They descended pretty quickly. I your friend told us he was with the conclave. I don't know if maybe he told them where we were. If he said you said he betrayed you as well.
Not that one, a different one. But
Uh,
if this is our doing, Allegra's going to look at Flash and just be like, then we must at least try to help. Maybe we can go back to where they were taken and see if we can find any clues.
We need to see this. We need to go talk to Hannah.
if you are willing to help, I will. Little dwarf, Anyo is your name, right?
Uh-huh.
Would this offer be able to be postponed for now until we know that it's the only option?
I haven't said the words, dude. I was just told to come check up on you. I will say though, if you want them back immediately, you can get them now, or you can try another avenue. That's your
What
problem.
do you think I should do, Anyo? How is this place I've been going to? Like, what would my life be like down there?
That's a tough question, pal.
That doesn't fill me with much confidence. I think if it can be avoided and we could do this later, if it comes to it, that would be great. Because then I wouldn't have to go to hell,
Hmm.
which would be nice to avoid.
I'll just look at Allegro.
But if
Yes.
this is my only chance to do this ritual, I will do it now.
There's no telling that I'd be able to find you again.
And I'll turn to Allegro and I'll say,
With all the things going on right now, if you want to help this man, that's fine. I'll come with you. But don't give him false hope.
No, I would never.
Hmm.
It is going to be incredibly difficult. One of our party is also captured by Hyboria, so we want to help you as much as we can. We have Hyboria is
Well-
one of our common enemies, but it will be difficult. We don't have much to go on. We can go see the seer, and we may need your help in speaking with the king to put Amos away.
And they're on the move.
And they are on the move. So we are getting more and more distant from them as time passes. But there must be some way for them to either teleport there or cross the seas.
Yeah, from what I overheard, they had a plan to head down to Bellreach and head to the old sneak somewhere outside of town where they were gonna have that mage Striznor gonna do a personal call sort of thing, where they were gonna have him come out and away from everything, set up their own teleportation circle where they could privately have me transported. That's what I gathered, at least.
That definitely is a good start.
If it's in New Belridge, they're probably going to that compound.
Yes,
Hmm.
that is where they took our friend as well.
They
That is
might
very
not
likely
know
where they
that-
might be taking your family.
That could be the meeting place. I'm not really sure where we are right now. How far is this place? Can we get there pretty quick, snappy, and in a hurry?
It might cost us some money, but yes. Let us bring this person into the king and consult Hana first, and then if we can confirm that, then we will travel down there as quick as possible.
Well, I appreciate that, but like, let me know if it becomes too much. I'm perfectly willing just to sell my soul.
Liger's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and be like, "Findle, you of all people should never be one whose soul is found in hell."
Sighs.
And
Sometimes. Go ahead, Flash.
oh no, go ahead.
Sorry, I wasn't gonna say anything really meaningful. I was gonna be really just my usual self. So you go on ahead there, buddy.
Flash will turn around and again just to double check on Anus and his sword, cast detect magic just to see if he sees anything.
I can pull it out for you. Yeah.
His blade did not seem magical. It just seems to be a stone blade that has moss and such grown over it now, and like vines that have kind of overtaken it. But it doesn't seem magical. Just seems to be a stone blade.
All right, let's get these horses hitched back up, get back into town.
Yep.
Easy enough. You take care of that. You start hitching the horses, loading up on the sort of cart here, and head back to a Belreach or Adinashire rather, which is only well, with the cart actually like 30 minutes away. You have to kind of like Oregon Trail it across this little stream here, but it's not too bad. It's not like a raging river. And after about an hour, you kind of pull more like 40 minutes to the kind of edge of Adinashire, where you're on the outer walls once more, pulling into as the guards kind of greet you. They recognize you, Allegro and Flash, and they kind of look at your cargo. You explain the situation, and they wave you on through. And where are you taking the cart?
Picking up Dead Leishi, or are we just heading straight to
Uh,
the palace?
I would
I
say
don't know
to,
any evidence.
to a magistrate or to? I don't know if we need to go to the.
I guess we could just ask the guards where we would take someone that we
Yeah.
should be turned in for trial.
This is an enemy agent kidnapping your citizens.
The
Well,
guard's kind of oh, I thought you were asking a guard that. Never mind. Go ahead.
I have a question. Could Allegro, with his new title, dub this Berlund a citizen of Adenashire? The problem is that it wouldn't like the
Kind
crime
of hasn't
committed-
accepted the title yet. You have to, because
Oh,
you still have to finalize that. Have to have the ceremony. You don't really officially have the title yet until you
Yeah.
go and finalize it by giving him the family name that you're forming and the banner.
At best, you could
your
say that he
house.
was a refugee in Adenashire. But human trafficking, we'll see that that's something to get the king's stance on real quick. Again,
you
not
guys
from
were
him
taking
directly, I don't care. I think we have more important. We should all bring this to him at once in its totality and bring whatever's left over of those Leishi back as well.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Because that don't look normal. I don't think Veli's ever seen a Leishi, so a plant construct like that is terrifying technology.
So go immediately to the king with this information. Go right to the court, or not the court. His court.
The River King's Court. Yeah.
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 Heading to River King's Keep. Okay, you could easily get there enough with the cart. Kind of talking to guards, like waving you through on the way. As you get to like the outer layer of the court itself, where the kind of palace begins, you see the guards out there like, state your business.
We captured this man as he was trafficking this Vorbalg.
I will get the king's legal advisor. He can handle this matter. Don't need to disturb the king's rest.
If
Heads into the court.
it might be important. This man is an agent of the Conclave, acting within our borders.
Fine. Give me and the court and the other guards some moments to set up. We will get the king and have him in about 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay, very good.
You'll rouse him and put him on the throne and have him ready for you.
Thank you.
And yeah, he nods and heads inside, begrudgingly, but heads inside. And takes about it takes about 30 or so minutes of just time until he eventually returns. If there's anything you guys were gonna do in the meantime, let me know. But he does return. Otherwise,
Fix my shield, please, Flash.
Yeah, Jesus.
Now's the time.
All right. Yeah, I'll fix his shield.
Also,
Or
Allegro
tried.
would want to run to the store real quick and buy Phalia a striking rune.
What
you
a
do
gent.
that. And now the 30 minutes pass.
Is
You
that,
you quickly sprint down to the store.
Is it standard or the greater?
I mean, we can only find 2 in this city, so it's only standard.
Oh,
right
right,
now.
yeah. Okay. Noted.
And you return, and then eventually the guard comes back out. He is ready for you. For whatever you have discovered.
And then before walking in, Allegro's gonna just kind of put his hand on Phalia's shoulder and be like, "Here, I am sorry. We did forget about you a little bit when we were shopping, but I went out and I got this. And Flash, I'm sure, can put it on your wraps. We'll find you a greater when we're in Bellreach."
She puts her arm like kind of around you and pats you on the other side. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Fennefield kind of looks up. So are we going in there?
Yes.
We
It's kind of
That's
big.
important.
A lot of walls around here.
We won't have to be here
Kinda
long.
making me,
After
yeah, kind of making me awkward. Feel weird.
after this
It's
weekend,
like being in 4 houses. You know what I mean?
I mean, you did have a house, but yes, I get
No,
it.
it's like being in 4 houses. Like you're in a house,
Oh.
and then around your house is another house, and then around that house is another house,
Well,
and
I
then
guess-
around that house there's a 4th house. That's what
mean,
it feels like.
in the end, you're just in
Wouldn't
your
that be
house.
weird?
Yeah, but I mean, you just see the walls around you, not the walls outside the walls, outside the walls, outside the walls. It's not that weird.
I
You
don't
just
see.
got the.
I don't know what you mean.
Just think of it as being in a giant cave.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't see it.
Okay.
You kind of head in, kind of walking past the, like you see a lot of the guards kind of been roused to their positions, like kind of shoddily put some of their armor on, but they are in position and sort of yawning in place. And the River King kind of looks at you all. Yes, I believe you have summoned me,
Yeah,
my
as said before,
newest potential bannerman. Are you ready? Is this about the finalization, or what is
No,
it?
Your Honor, we
Unfortunately not.
apologize for disturbing your slumber at this night, but it was urgent. We found our friend and one of your citizens captured by this and one other agent of the Conclave. They captured his whole family, split them up, and they are absconding with him to take them
One of
back.
my citizens. Whom do you refer to?
Well, he lives in your lands, and this is Feintal.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Furbolg.
I'll kind of step
Yes.
in to help out here and just kind of hit me like I think the more pressing issue that we're bringing to your attention specifically, first of a crime committed, if like assumedly we're still new here, but if you're okay with human trafficking, that's something we'll have to consider when selecting our choice to become part of your banner guard. But nonetheless, it was happening right here, just a short whiles outside of your city. And secondly, I think you have a security problem within your borders. A
You
big
just
one.
hear Amos go. He can't. It's like he's still gagged.
Yeah, we know.
And Felthus speaks up. Yeah, I'm River King looks at me. Yes, you, Furbolg. Where exactly were you from in my lands? He said, yeah, I come from a little hamlet, but it's technically not in Adenisha or in Alarica, but that doesn't invalidate completely what they were saying. Technically I lived in a small grove up north in the Juan Kari where I thought no one would find me, but that's besides the point. Yes, I understand. Well, go on with your report then, Allegro and Phalia and Flash and whoever has more to contribute to this supposed human trafficking.
Feinthil is a peaceful furbolg. He's a druid, but he is being hunted by members of the Conclave. This one, Amos, and another captured him and his family, and were bringing them to Bellreach to transport them to Hyboria.
Yeah.
This is a problematic breach.
Besides that, we were also
Provincial.
attacked in the city streets by some Leshy, agents of the Conclave as well.
Called themselves some weird name, didn't they?
Yes. They called themselves Conifer agents, after the member of our party that you had met.
That is troublesome. And if the Conclave has breached our province so brazenly, only one reaction is merited. We must go to war.
On Nudge Allegro.
They cannot be allowed to simply toy with the affairs of other provinces outside of Iboria. They have already been up to questionable behavior in the past, but the other provinces have agreed to let them settle their own lands. But this does not apply in my kingdom.
Hey, you. Do it.
I can't hear you. What are you saying?
I will not stand for this.
Tell him about your other potential allies so that he doesn't go into this alone and run off without you.
King Constantine, if it is war, if I am to join your bannermen, then I will tell you that there are others that may be willing to aid us if it does come to that. We have formed good relations with New Belreach, and we have heard rumor of some issues Belreach has with the Conclave as well.
Regatia and most of the world have troublesome ties, including us. Regatia has attempted to colonize some of our lands in the past. It did not go well for them in the end. Ties are sore between us and Regatia, and mending that gap for most nations and Regatia that they have affected would require a diplomatic mastermind. One legendary in the skill. One that I don't have at my
Dude, where's the
disposal.
lance?
Then perhaps we can act as on behalf. We go now, or shortly after this, quickly down to Belreach to try to rescue our friend's family, as they are supposed to be teleported away in a secret circle outside of Belreach.
Who was the mage's name again? I'll say it out loud. Striznor?
Striznor.
It was helping them? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're getting help from other people around here. Or outside of here. I don't know. I don't know where that guy's from, but doesn't sound conclavey to me.
I have a lot to focus on. I will be gathering forces and raising the banners to prepare their armies to move. If you have anything diplomatic you would like to contribute, you should. But before the war meetings, we will conclude your ceremony for your noble house. But you must finalize that seemingly with much more of a pressing timescale, because we must get on with the planning.
Might I propose one alternative, which it seems as if the Hyborian conclave is very loosey-goosey about stepping out of their lands. And I propose that if we can muster the resources, and you seem to be someone with a lot of those, and I'll point out the guards, I really do think that perhaps a strike mission, a precise jab at the heart, might provoke them to overextend, so that you can bring the entire might of your nation against a portion of the conclave first, and then finish the rest of it with a more fell swoop, rather than facing it head on.
A strike force isn't the worst idea, but I need you to understand the scale that you're talking. Hyboria is a massive construct. A small team is not going to be able to get in alone unaided. They will need a primary force to make an opening for them to breach Telfain Shantara. It is warded against such most of the major cities and keep such as mine itself. You notice the wards outside of my palace. Teleportation will not work in here, despite that one incident that we are looking into. As
I'll
that
go over to Flash
is
2
one of the most pressing concerns.
as
Should
he's
you
talking.
find, in fact, that is a good idea. If you could find out how they managed to breach my wards, perhaps that could aid you in translocating yourself inside without a strike force or without a army to break an opening for you.
I'll lean into Flash 2 and just quickly say, I think it would be wise now to divulge your, not conflict of interest, but to raise your stake in this matter. And then I'm just going to walk back over to Unyo and stand behind him.
Flash is truly confused right now.
We know of
Ask the question.
those that attacked, so we can look into those. They are a cult that we first had dealings with outside of your city. So
they were able to essentially breach my wards. That cult clearly contains some lost knowledge or knowledge of teleportation that allows or ones that we cannot ward against simply, or we have not found a way to yet. which is a terrifying thought because we have some of the best wards that the world has access to.
We have
Perhaps
the
you
best
can
wards.
find someone who can study this, and it was found in one of their altars, and I'll pull out the ridiculously huge scythe.
He motions for his advisor, and the advisor kind of like looks at him and like really just thinks about it, like, really? He nods, goes over, takes it, goes over. May I? The advisor kind of puts his hand up, take it.
Yep, please. It's kind of hard for me to carry.
Takes it from him. It's kind of bigger than him a little bit. And he walks it over. This is, and he kills the king. No.
Oh, hell, the king!
He kind of, he takes the scythe and kind of walks over to the king. The River King looks at it, and we could look into this if you believe it is some key to aiding in your assault. If you advise against war, I will consider it. But the Conclave must be dealt with, and your rescue mission, as important as it is, I suppose, will not really solve the whole idea that the Conclave is still pushing into our boundaries. You have convinced me that war is necessary, but you have done the opposite of convincing to convince me that we should not go to war.
Yeah.
Poetic.
I
I
think
suppose. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Flash.
I think at the least you should prepare and raise your banners and tighten your borders and your patrols. There is probably more going on in your lands than we have even discovered so far.
It seems a new time of Belreach, the time of peace is over, and we must prepare. We will do what we have always done when threats have come to our borders. We will fight.
Yeah, if the advisor doesn't mind to we can send him a written detail of the tree units we encountered, how they fought, their apparent overwhelming strength to almost instantly kill someone and break weapons and shields with a single hit, and like the fact that they're actually relatively weak as far as we can tell, and that they're resistant to bludgeoning damage if we knew that from our combat.
Fragile but strong. These are
Yeah.
dangerous constructs you speak of.
Yeah, they have new tech. I would just be careful if you're gathering intel. Maybe start from scratch. That's all.
Yes. That could be an effort that we need to look more into as well. Well, guards, take this one and lock him in a cell as two of the knights escort Amos away. We will decide what to do with him at a future date. But we must finish your ceremony. I will make the arrangements. We will get that going. If your answer is yes, if any of you are forging the house. If not, I would still like your aid in this matter.
King
But
Constantine, before any ceremonies can occur, we don't know how much time we have before they make it to Belreach. We must handle that first, and then we can do the ceremony. I will become your
Then
bannerman.
go. And return when you are ready. I will make it the arrangements to have the banners gather. The banner lords will come, their armies will be levied, and it will be an expensive time for the kingdom. But we will be ready. Go now. Take care of what you need to do. Return when you are ready. I will arrange for this one, Finethil, to have a place in the city. Oh no, that's okay. I'll just find my own accommodation somewhere in the wild if you don't mind, there, Mr. River King, sir. If that's all right with you, that is acceptable. He nods. Very well. I will see you when the time is right. Goodbye, Allegro. Goodbye, Flash. And we really need a family name or a group name so I can address you as a group. It's just getting tiresome to list your names.
The Outworlders.
You can, I think, safely call us Outworlders.
True.
Well, thank you, Outworlders. And may your path bring you some clarity to aid at Inishire. He kind of waves. I must get some rest. As his procession waits for you to leave, he kind of gets up out of his chair and is preparing to go. Good luck to you all.
Oh gosh.
Nice.
And we'll wrap it up there. As you guys are leaving the palace, we can, anything you kind of would have been doing towards the end, Pete, you can kind of, talk about. But yeah, thank you all for staying for another 4 hours of nonsensical adventures. I'm sort of like I had a lot of contingencies planned, which is why there's so many hidden zones. We got some of them. We went down a path, so that's good. But that was really fun.
Oh yeah, session
We
12
should
complete.
plot